Greetings. Yes, it's Friday Night Live. Yeah, it is. Come on in, sit on down. I don't know if you want to take your shoes off tonight. I'm kind of looking to offend, so you may not hang around that long, which is all good. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wonder why it's coming up like that. Hey, Keita. Goddess in the building. What's good with you? Come on in, rest your feet. I got a banger. I got some good stuff that came across my desk, and I'm like, ooh. Who we got? What's up, Champagne? Beautiful one. What's good with you? Yeah, yeah. Hey, Unique. Hey, Unique. I just saw your title. I ain't had a chance to read your post yet, but I already know it's good. I already know. I already know. Champagne said, I'm ready for it. Yes. Good. 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 Yeah. Emilio set the alarm 3 a.m. Shout out to Spain. How are you, my friend? Yeah, I have a good word for you. I have an offering. I come bearing gifts. Yeah. It's all good stuff. I know it is. I know it is. I know it is. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah. Yeah. Unique's in the inner circle, so she just gave us an update. It was a win under the wind, so I knew it was gonna be delicious. I just hadn't a chance to read it yet. That's all we do is win. That's all we know is win. What does that look like when you just immerse yourself? When you decide I'm gonna surround myself with winners. I want to be in an environment of winners. What's up, champ? Like what? Oh, Starburst. What's up, my friend? Yes, greetings. Come on in. I'm trying to think who else. There was somebody else in here. Okay, it's all good. Like, what does that look like? How do you even know? Unique said, I guess I've been in what the people call the flow state. There we go. There we go. There we go. You already know. And that's just that state where you ain't overthinking. We could just keep it simple. When you just moving and grooving, not overthinking, not second guessing. I just know right here, present moment, let's go. Okay, that's how we're gonna start it off. Emilius, just like that. I come bearing gifts. Appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. There she go. Hey Elise. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would call it, unique, like, just keeping it simple enough. Like, let's keep it practical. Because we start using these terminologies, I think, for people sometimes listening in, it get a little muddied. It's like, well, I'm trying to get into the flow state. You'll know it. It's like running up on somebody that's like, how do you know when you find love? You'll know. You'll know. How do you know when you're really in your purpose? You'll know. You'll know. You gotta let that be good enough. Yeah, you see how Emilians came through and set it off? Yeah. Yeah. Damn it, I meant to turn that heater off. I'm such a weirdo. Um, it'll be all right. I don't think you can hear it. Shut up, Elise. I like to be toasty, okay? I like to be warm and toasty. But what does that be like? Like, what does that look like? Because that's really the people that I'm talking to. I really want to just put this emphasis on it just don't matter. It don't matter what you think you got, what you think you don't got, what you think you haven't learned. AK Michelle, at any moment you can decide to pivot. At any moment you can decide. You need the fan and the AC on? Really? Yeah, I'm the opposite. Yeah. Yeah, I remember even like with an ex, they liked it cold. It'd be in the summertime, they'd have it AC blasting, I'd be in my little office with the heater on. Yeah. What's up, Rev? Greetings to you, my friend. At any point in time, you can shift direction. At any point in time, I'm going to get into what I came across, what I want to talk about with the ladies in particular, because I saw something interesting, and we talked about it earlier in the circle, right? Before we get into it, I just want to just create this baseline. You the only person who can decide that you cut off. You the only person that can decide based on what you didn't get growing up that you just X'd out. You the only person. Appreciate the flower, my friend. Huh? You the only one that can decide. At any point in time, you can say to yourself, I wanna I wanna be different as a man. I wanna be different as a woman. Okay. I wanna be different. I don't really know how this, mama thing work, but I wanna be better. I wanna be better. I want to present myself different to the world. You can change up anything, your presentation physically, how you go about doing things, how you respond to things at any point in time. What you expect, what you assume. Just like seems simple enough. But I'm telling you from talking to people, it's like a mind virus where people have dialed into a story for so long, it's almost like, yeah, but you got to understand my mama. You got to understand, my ex, my no, I don't have to understand anything. If you want to change, change. Just decide this is a different life for me. I can be whatever type of woman I want to be at any moment. And then I can change after that if I want to. Any type of person, any type of man, nothing is holding me. Nothing is stopping me. Like, can you really just sit with that? Like, no matter what is going on so far in my life. So So I know what I did. I know what I don't like that I did. Our topic for today in Inner Circle was embracing your dark side. See people running from the dark side, running, rejecting it, in denial of it. Because I couldn't possibly be like the people that I judge. What I'm seeing in others couldn't possibly be in me. Well, I got news for you, friend. Hey, Tosh. I got news for you, friend. I got news for you. Champagne said, wow, I was just having internal monologue reflection about the absent mother topic. Yes, you got to decide to be greater. Facts. What if you decided? What if you reframed it and start posing questions? Your definition of what a good mother is or good father is, where did you get that from? How do you know that you jacked up? When I hear a person say, I'm damaged, when I hear a person say, I'm broken, what's the other little one? I guess damaged goods or something like that. Like it's another little phrase that people like to use. How you know? How do you know that? Who told you that? Because you had to get that from somewhere. You didn't just you weren't born with that thought. So somewhere along the line, somebody presented some information to you, or you came across some information that you decided was valid enough to come to the conclusion that based on who I am, what I think I did or didn't get, usually it's from what someone else told me I did or didn't get. I now fall in this category. How you know? How do you know? Why would you accept that? If you can accept anything, I'm really talking to those of us who we talk one thing, but then we're doing another because we're not aware of what we're saying. We're not aware of how we're operating in life. You can't talk the big talk and then treat yourself like trash at the same time. So, is you God or ain't you? Is you all that is or ain't you? You unstoppable, unshakable, unmovable, or ain't you? Are you defined by circumstances or ain't you? Which one? I really would love you to choose one or the other. Damaged goods. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How you feel black women are least to get married of all race of women? We're gonna get into it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I want to know, are you married? When you ask questions like that, are you married? Because I don't really be seeing married people have the same. It seems like those on the outside the club looking in got a lot of opinions about who married and who ain't. Is you married? And if you married, then I'll entertain your position on the matter. But you should worry about yourself. Okay. I'm talking to the ladies. Okay. Let me talk to the ladies. Fellas, I ain't on your ass tonight. But don't worry. We'll circle back. We got something for everybody. Ain't nobody here going unscathed. Trust me. I personally have the perspective that the onus is on the ladies. That's my perspective. That when the ladies get in order, everything else get in order. And I've seen this from observing my own households, from observing other people's households. Mom Dukes has this something about the feminine energy that's the guiding energy. Now you can see a mismatch sometimes where you got a very chaotic, destructive man in the house. But trust me, when we talk energy, it's still the same. It's the absence. It's the absence of the masculine energy is why he act like that. So we still talking about the same thing, right? Yeah, we'll talk to the ladies tonight. We'll talk to the ladies. I'm probably gonna have to get up and turn this heater off, y'all, because it's getting a little warm. Getting a little warm in here. So if I have to stop, I think it's about to turn off though. We're gonna keep it moving. The ladies is the heart of the thing. In spiritual texts in the Bible, when it refers to the woman, it's talking to the soul. It's talking about the soul of you, the soul of mankind. The woman represents that, which I look at as the center. So I'm always gonna start with the center. Huh? Always gonna start with the center. Self. What's up, Marshall? Appreciate you. I think it was Marshall I'm looking for. You do want to hear it. You do want to hear it. You do want to hear it. You want to hear it. That's why you in here. And now that you've come in here, you belong to us. That's how it works. We take souls over here. So I want you to know you can't be disruptive. No, 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 no. We eat you. We eat you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's what we do. Hey, Yaxie. The soul of mankind is what she represents. Let's start here. You read what I came across. Okay. It was delicious, but we can gain something from it. It was something that went viral a couple of days ago. Some of you might have saw it. There was a group chat of women that were teaching younger women how to attract and keep athletes, NBA, NFL, whatever, just professional athletes, right? I'm gonna read just a little bit of it. It starts off the young lady says, "You saw it, Rev? Yeah, I want a football player, NFL perfect, preferably a tall chocolate one, like you did. I want your life." She says that's easy, but you have to play your cards right. You can't be an emotional little girl. This young lady responds and says, teach me. When you said women group chat, I knew it was over. So, see, I'm gonna tell you why they got a problem because somebody violated. Because how are we reading this? How was this even leaked? So you got a circle, and now you got a mode that's putting your information out there. Who screenshotted this and sent it somewhere? Like, how did it get to the internet? But neither here nor there. She says, teach me. This is the part I want you to pay attention to. She starts off with number one, he's the prize. We're not even gonna look at, let's just stay. I'm not gonna go. Let's just read it. Let's just read it. Let me just stay there. He's the prize. Remember, he can change your life. You can't change his. Let me tell you something. I do have to stop. I know I didn't want to stop. If you think for 1 second, because you ain't got the money he got, that you can't change his life, you absolutely out of your mind. You tell me right there you don't know who you are as a woman. That's what you tell me. But I'm assuming these are younger ladies. So, yeah, unique. You see what I'm saying? We're going to let it ride because this is not even the moral of the story. We're going to let it ride. She says, number two, dealing with cheating, don't look for it. Girls will throw themselves at him and some will succeed. If it's just a fling, just let it go. But don't let him get emotionally attached to one of them. This is where I want you to pay attention right here. She got PS. PS, he'll always, she put always in caps. He'll always be attracted to black girls. Activate that Shanae in her by picking at her and then let him see it. He'll ditch her quick. let me read the rest of it. I ain't gonna go to all the rest of the points, but just the rest of this part. If she's like us, it'll be harder because more than likely she's playing to win him too. Make him choose. That's not even a part. I don't even care about none of the other stuff part. I just want to dial in on the activate the Shanae in her. I love this, ladies. I love this. I love this because what I get from this is somebody know your demons better than you do. Huh? If I know how to trigger you, I know your demons. And that's a problem because nobody should know your demons more than you know them. Nobody should know them better than you. So if I can get under your skin and bring you, if I can get you out of your character, if I can get you out of your nature, I own you. You belong to me. You belong to me. I don't even care about the white black dynamic. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about that. This is, can the world move you or can it? Huh? Did a man write this? No, supposedly it says at the top, sister group. Now, granted, I guess somebody could have like screenshot. It looks like it's legit. I don't know. But supposedly it's a women's group of whoever. I don't know. Let's just say it wasn't real. Let's just say it was fabricated. You can bet your ass that there are chats that are happening like this. You can bet your ass that this is how you're being viewed when you lack emotional self control. Nobody is saying that you shouldn't feel. I think these two wires get crossed. There's this misunderstanding that, oh, I gotta be fake. That if I'm really feeling some kind of way, then I gotta play this role. No, nobody is saying that. Nobody is saying that, right? The bigger thing is, again, can somebody trigger you or can they not? And if they can, are you aware when they trigger you? I would dial in on that more than anything else. I don't even remember what the title of this was. Something about why black women stay losing. This could, of course, apply to all women, but we're just being specific right now. The reason you're losing does not have nothing to do with all the storylines that are going on online. This whole narrative that, oh, because just black men don't like black women, that is insane. It really is just a bald faced lie. Is it a bald face or bold face? Either one is both. That's a lie. Out of all the black men I know, majority are with black women. It's a lie. It's a lie. And the fact that we would take these small instances, right? because it triggers you. That's why you dial into it. You take the triggers. You see, you come online, and you're hitting, right. I don't even want to call them weaknesses. Let's just say those hidden aspects, unaddressed, unconscious to you, right? Those things that you repress, they show themselves. They show themselves. So that when something comes across your timeline, you say, "Yep, I knew it. I knew we won't really love." Yeah, they fall for the bait. You become the pawn in the game. So first and foremost, we know that that's a lie. But beyond that, beyond all of that, they ain't the problem. White women ain't the problem. Black men ain't the problem. Any other nationality, race, ethnicity, none of that is the problem. The moment you venture to somebody else, you failed. You failed because you've put the onus on somebody else, which means you become the victim in your own reality. In your own reality, you become your victim. So let's go 3 reasons. What did I say? 3 reasons why you keep losing. I'm gonna tell you why you keep losing. I'm okay. I'm gonna tell you. We're gonna clear it up. The world is a problem. The world is never the problem. The world is never the problem. We never no. We never point fingers. We don't do that. Not here. Nah. The problem is our culture is defective. But what is the culture a reflection of? It's like people saying music is the problem. What is the music reflecting? The movies are the problem. Okay, what are the movies reflecting? The books are the problem. What are the books reflecting? It's a reflection game. It's a reflection game, right? Heat is the problem. Yes, Emilia. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn it off. Just give me a couple seconds. I should have did that from the beginning. Should have did that from the beginning. Yeah, yeah. It's always an inside game. Don't you see the finger pointing game is a losing game? Everywhere online, somebody pointing a finger. It's either the government, it's either the system. No, it's the patriarchy. It's misogyny. No, it's racism. No, it's sexism. No, it's because men are the problem. No, it's because it's a loop. You do you really think how long have some of you been online? How long have you been online just like in a social media setting? How long? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? Haven't you seen these topics recycle over and over again? Do you really think we're about to come to a consensus? Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen because people are warring with the world. No, this is a reflection of self. This is a reflection of self. What's number one? Number one, what is the first reason why? Why do black women keep losing? You're unaware of your triggers. That's number one. You're unaware of self. It's hard to be aware of self when you're busy with the world. It's hard to be aware of self when all you do is listen to other people, your girlfriends, the online, your favorite influencers. It's a constant input coming in, just flooded, flooded. You don't know. You don't know what you think about anything. You know what everybody else thinks about things, and then you go along because it's like this is what we do, and this is what's familiar, and these are my friends, and yes, girl, I'm a girl's girl. I don't even know what that means. When people say I'm a girl's girl, what I hear is, um, I give women a pass. That's what I hear. That might not be what you mean, but that's what I hear. Especially some of the examples I see. I'm a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl. Just do whatever you want, girl. She justified. No, well, if she did cheat, well, it was a reason. Well, wait a minute. If she was being a whore, it was a reason. What if she did do if she filed false charges against the man, it must have been a reason. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Appreciate you, Rev. What are we saying here? No accountability. Yexi said, I read today, people always want black women to be strong. I was like, yeah, that's your problem. Who cares what people expect from you? There we go. There we go. You're unaware of your triggers. You're unaware. You know who pushes more drugs, psych drugs, to black women online? Other black women. That's what I see. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know who ends up pushing more reckless behavior to black women? Other black women. That I don't see the men doing that. I don't. I know I'm supposed to believe that the men are the problem, but I don't see no girl, just do whatever you want. Girl, don't even worry about it. Listen, more sex the better. Like just run through as many men as you can when you're in your 20s. Really, as many as you can. Really. Really. Just take your body that you like that's how much you value you. You wouldn't even let 20 people come into your house unannounced, right? Unexpected. Without you like you just wouldn't let that much traffic come through your house in a monthly basis, but you'll let that many run through your body. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that good advice? I don't know if that's good advice, friend. I don't know if that's good advice. You're unaware of your triggers, and the triggers, let's talk about the triggers. What do the triggers expose? Where you feel unloved. Like, why do you really want to do that? Well, I can do what a man can do. Why? If you point out all the reasons why men's activities are disrespectful, emotionally unavailable, right? Irresponsible, childish, reckless, whorish. You want to be like that? Interesting. Why do you want to be like that? Does it make you feel powerful? See, that's the trigger. The trigger is why don't you feel powerful not doing that? Why don't you feel powerful in you, the essence of who you are? When you entertain piss poor relationships, terrible partners, even when you know the signs are there. What's the trigger? What's triggered there? Inability to be alone, afraid of solitude. Huh? Huh? The triggers. What triggers you? When somebody says, "Hey, you gotta look at your life. You gotta take responsibility for those poor choices that you made, because you blaming men, but you slept with all of them and you chose all of them, and you crash out. Why? Trigger. I'm triggered with the idea that I got to be responsible for my actions, and now I got to take full control and decide to do something different if I want different results. I'm not aware of my trigger. That's why you stay losing. It's a losing game. The blame game is a losing game. Black women are strong. I mean, yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think everybody is strong. But it has another, it's like this negative connotation. It's this idea that we're built for more, to carry more, to endure more. I know all about it. And that's because we've had to, a lot of us. They become shallow and transactional, unattractive as long-term mates. That sounds like internet talk. It sounds like internet talk to me. I get what you're saying, but sometimes you got to put the phones down and just get out and meet people and talk to people and take that mind and put it aside. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm communicating with a guy, he starts talking like that, I already know what type time he on. Already know. Already know you got internet brain, right? Because you should be so locked in who you are as a man. You already know you attract the best. You already know that it's a whole pool available. Okay. And if you on my channel, you supposed to be operating different anyway. So as a god, you know that everything's a reflection of you. I am the best and I attract the best. So whatever applied to the other fellas don't apply to me. That should be your ground baseline. So every one of my homies could be getting shallow and transactional women, and that ain't got nothing to do with me. And the same go for the ladies. I don't care what the ladies has been doing. My best girliest of girl, my best day one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the man that you gave your heart to did that to you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with the men I'm going to meet. That has nothing to do with the men I'm going to entertain. Nothing. You should decide that you decide. You hear that? You decide that you decide what it is that you're going to encounter, what it is that life is going to look like for you. And so you could give me 5 million stories of terrible men, and that still ain't got shit to do with me. You think that's what I'm gonna put into my mind? Out of all the things that I can put into my mind, I'm gonna entertain the idea that all the men are just selfish. They only want to take advantage of women. They want to drain the life out of you. They don't really show up for you. They're emotionally unavailable. Do you really think I'm gonna put that here? Me? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Oh, there we go. There go the internet talk. Narcissist, pleasure seeking. Yeah, da. Okay. All right. Keep the same energy. When we circle back to the fellas, I want to keep this same energy. Pleasure seekers. Yeah, the fellas are the same. We can say the same. When you start talking about what you want from a woman and all you can list is the things that she can do for you, pleasure seeker. Same thing. Same thing. So I think the talk that's happening right now, y'all all deserve each other. You deserve each other. Uh, yeah. Yeah, Starburst. Yes, you only attract the best. That's the contemplate on your world. Contemplate on the idea that my mind is my reality. That my mind is filtering what I'm putting my attention and awareness on. So all I got to do is stay where I like being. And I like being in a world where I run into all sorts of lovely gentlemen all the time. Gentlemen, respectful, kind. I don't go out into the world expecting riffraff. And let's just say I would happen to run into some, right? Because being God, you're all that is. Sometimes you notice all sorts of things. Would I then decide that that's the truth for everybody? That's the truth for every white man. That's the truth for every black man. That's the truth for every whatever, whatever. No, I would never do that. You have to get serious about how you control your mind, what you feed your mind. We can say that all women are the same. I mean, listen, if that's your story and you sticking to it, stick to it. I have no problem with nobody's stories. Know that. If that's your story and you sticking to it, brother, listen, ride it till the wheels fall off. Ride it till the wheels fall off. So, you actually say you deserve each other. Exactly. I think it's important to separate objective observation from being hurt. And that does that not bring us back to unawareness? I don't even know that I'm operating in pain. I don't know that I'm operating in fear. I'm so scared to make the wrong choice when it comes to choosing a mate. I don't even know what I'm really saying is I don't trust myself. And if I'm so-called a God person, a spiritual person, I'm also saying I don't trust God either. Because I don't trust that God will give me the ability to discern and make the right choice. That's what you're admitting. When you move through life so paralyzed, you're afraid to make a choice. I got to second guess. I don't know if I can trust her either. I don't know if I can trust her either. I got to pull out my notepad. Huh? That's what y'all sound like. Y'all sound like y'all going to war. It's real tactical. Like, let me see. No, well, she was good, but then I went to her Instagram and she was out at the bar with one of her friends like 3 months ago. So she probably was whoring. Then your mind is jacked, bruh. Your mind is gone. You don't even know it. You don't know it. Number two. Wait, did my mic go out? Something blinked. Lean not to your own ignorance. I like that. I like that. Your own ignorant and foolish understanding. I like that. I like that. I like that. So number one, you're not aware of your triggers. Number two, why are you losing? Why are women losing? Why are black women in particular? Why do you stay losing? Because you're too stubborn or either too stupid to question yourself and the friends and voices around you. Let's say that again. You're either too stupid or too stubborn to question yourself. You see how we always start with you? Why do I think this? Where did I get this from? Why am I continuing to tell this story? I certainly I ain't even met 1,000 men to say that all men are one way. That don't even logistically, statistically, don't even make any sense. Even if I had, let's say I had six horrible, just catastrophic, just, I mean, diabolical relationships. You talking six? One, two, three, four, five, six. And now you've decided that's all men? Okay, this is why you're gonna stay losing. You're gonna stay losing because you're too stubborn or just too stupid to question yourself and the voices around you. When you listen to other women, you never pose the question, what are they speaking from? Are they speaking from love? Or are they speaking from pain? Which one? Which one? Which one are they speaking from? They can mean well. This goes for your mama. Make sure you start with your mama. Okay. After you start with yourself, start with your mama. Because mama, God bless her. We love her. We love her. Sometimes it's grandma. Sometimes it's aunties. Sometimes you witness things for many, many years. I'm not trying to say that you don't have a valid reason that you've come to certain conclusions, but you also have a responsibility to question that. Because you could have grown up in some really intense situations. You might have seen some things. You might have experienced some things that were very hurtful and traumatic. I got it. I understand that. But you can't be so stubborn that you won't question that. Is this really true for me? Is this really what I'm going, is this the hill I'm gonna die on? Eh, is it? I got the question. When my girlfriends come with that mess, let me tell you about these men. See, the first question I'm asking is, am I dealing with someone speaking from the heart or from the head? I don't listen to people who speak from the head. I don't take their advice or cancel at all. I can listen. I'm open to listen to you yap to a certain degree, but I know when you stuck in the head, you hide behind something. Yeah, there's some demons there. It's something unaddressed. That's something you done pushed under the rug, whether you know it or not. And so now you're giving advice. This is what the whole manosphere turned into, even though we're not talking about the fellas tonight. Pain. This is what feminism turned into. Pain. Did it start with good intentions? Yes, both. Both did. Both had legitimate arguments. But what ended up happening? Pain took over. And so now I'm a war with the opposite sex. The idiocy in this is when you war with the other, you war with yourself because you are the other. Did we not remember? Have we forgotten how you got on this planet? How did you come into this physical body? Two fluids, one from a man, one from a woman. No, which means you part woman and you part man. So when you war with the opposite sex, friend, you war with yourself. You will stay losing. You will stay losing if you don't remember nothing else that I tell you. Okay. So that pain is coming from that unaddressed man on the inside. Appreciate you. Thanks, Terrence. Even mom, sadly, yes, that's where a lot of it comes from. I go by what I see. I'm not hurt. Well, nobody thinks they are. That's why we have to pay attention to the triggers. We give thanks for the triggers because the triggers show us that what's seeping underneath the surface. That's what the dark side is. That's what the underworld is. That's what your demons are. Nobody on their surface. See, it escapes the ego. Ego, like, nah, not me. I ain't got no problem. I remember doing that. I ain't got no problem. Not like, ma'am, look at your whole demeanor. You're triggered. Why are you triggered? You ever ask somebody like, are you over? Oh, I'm over them. No, I'm over. Are you sure? Because you're getting very emotional right now. You're getting very animated. It's a simple question, like you moved on or you haven't. Yeah, I don't care nothing about them no more. I think you do. I think a part of you does, and you're not aware of that. Um, Here's the thing. I have no problem with your perspective on, black women move a certain way. They're not worth the investment, then don't. I don't even know why. Why would you still have these conversations if you're not interested? That's the part that's weird to me. If you have come to the conclusion it's a lost cause, with black women it's a lost cause, with black men it's a lost cause, why are you having any more conversations about it? Just do whatever works for you and move on. I don't understand why you still vested if that's the truth. We all have light and dark facts, and most people are running from the dark because that dark gonna bring up some things. That dark gonna make you feel some things you ain't felt. You've been numbing yourself. Yeah, that's what escapes are. I get to run. I get to run away from the things that make me uncomfortable, the things that make me afraid, the things that rattle me, the things that shake me, that make me feel unworthy, that make me feel unloved, not good enough, that make me feel like I might miss out on something. So what do? I run. I get busy doing stuff. Spend a lot of time scrolling. Maybe I drink. Maybe I smoke. Maybe I just indulge in reckless sex and tell myself it don't matter. Maybe I eat a lot. All sorts of things. All sorts of things. All sorts of things. First Timothy 2:12. Well, let's grab our Bibles, good friend. We love a good verse. Thank you. I didn't even have a scripture for tonight, but let's oblige. Let's see. Let's see. First Timothy, let's go for it. I'm with it. And that's exactly how we get down over here. 2:15. Let's see what it says. Oh, you said 2:12. If you're saying it's a cultural problem, how do you tell me how you fix a cultural problem? Oh, this is one of my favorites. Oh, this is good. Hold on, hold on. Let me get the key. Let me get the I love this one. I love this one. They said the women's supposed to be quiet. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I want to get the King James version. I suffered not. So, ladies and gentlemen, codification has given us a scripture for tonight. First Timothy 2:12. It says, "But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence." Brother, my friend, I agree. I agree. Now, it depends on what your interpretation of that is. It depends on what you think that means. Now, if you don't understand the codes of the Bible, the symbols of the Bible, then you can't flex with scripture because you have to ask who is the woman and who is the man. And the woman represents the soul of you. See, the scripture that people want to like use against others, no. The scripture is for you. You're supposed to take the scripture and apply it to yourself. You're supposed to say, how does this apply to me? Not how does it apply to her or them. That's blasphemy. It's a misuse. No, the scripture is for you. So you have to take this verse and say, how is this verse Talking to me. I suffer not a woman to teach. Exhibit authority over the man. Who is the man? Ah, the woman is the soul of you. It's the feeling side. It's the feminine principle. The man represents the conscious side of man, right? Reason. Hmm? So what does the soul do? It guides. It guides. Just like the verse about a woman being submissive. It's talking about the soul must be submissive to the higher. So there's a higher direction. Whatever seed that you plant, the soul has to open up and be receptive, has to receive that in. That's what this verse is talking about. So it's telling you that you don't allow the emotional side. See, you're doing a great illustration of this, whether you realize it or not. But I love this. I appreciate you. I appreciate your presence, right? You never allow your emotional side to override higher awareness, what you know is true. That's what the verse is saying. Let's give some examples. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. If you've decided that you're manifesting great health, phenomenal health, success. You're going to live life on your terms. You're going to do whatever you want to do. You're going to do work that's meaningful to you. That would represent the higher principle. You have now become aware that you can live life more abundant. You've become aware of more. Well, in the midst of your so called pursuit of that, sometimes the soul gets to rumbling, especially if the soul ain't developed to a certain extent. It starts to, there's fear that may stir there. There may be second guessing. There may be doubt. How you gonna do this? You ain't got no money. You ain't got no friends. You don't have no insight. You ain't got no connections, health. You done been to the doctors. How you gonna, you ain't even got no money to take care of yourself. You don't have nobody to help you. You're the only person in your family that's trying to do this. That's the soul trying to usurp the woman, trying to override the man. That's what it's representing. It's so good, ain't it? Oh, it's saying keep it in its proper place. You, as awareness, you always override. You don't judge by appearances. You don't allow yourself to be moved by conflicting thoughts and feelings. That's what the verse is illustrating there. I will give a better example. Let's bring it back home to what we're talking about. You don't let the world tell you, you don't let the world determine whether or not you see the good and the God in others. I will never let the world convince me that men are trash. Never. And I got examples. If I wanted to be a bitch, I got examples. I would be justified. I got some real life examples. But I know that ain't the truth of the matter. I know some of the things that I experience do not dictate truth. I know that. So I don't allow that part of me that says, remember you was hurt. Remember what they did to you. Remember, do you remember what this man put you through? Do you remember the lies he told? Do you remember that? That's the feeling side of me. The woman side of me, I gotta silence. Silence. No, that's what we experience, but it's not the truth. Mastermind in the house. What's a Friday night without rope? You know what I'm saying? My apologies for last Friday. Had something to come up. I don't want to know. Sending nothing but great energy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. What's up, Jimmy? Pittsburgh, Mississippi. Wow. I never heard of that. Shout out to you. Yeah, you see what I'm listen, champagne. The triggers speak for themselves. And that's what I mean, going back to what that young lady said. You never gonna have a one up on somebody who knows your tricks better than you do. Never, never, never. Hugs help the world. Needs more of that. Yeah. Love. Love. I have every right to be angry. I could go through life experiences and I could be a very bitter woman. I just decided I won't. I'll never bow to that. I will never let the circumstances, the experiences, I will never. It just won't happen. Life will not take my shine. You will not harden my heart. It will not happen. It will not happen. The background, that's another trigger boy. I don't know what it is. The background gets them going every week. That's why I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna switch it up next week. I'm gonna find me something else fly to put up. It's not AI, it's a real picture, actually. The subconscious is the woman, facts. Yes, esoteric symbolism, facts. You can't read the Bible, you can't read any spiritual text if you don't understand symbolism. You can't. You can't. The whole man versus woman war is stupid. Yes, especially even when I think about the fellas, I'm like, so what are you gonna be, gay? What do you decide you're gonna do? Or you waiting for the AI women to come? You gonna get one of the little blow up things where you can just put the little goggles on and like what you gonna do? Or you just gonna jack off until you die? I don't know. Like I don't know what the alternative here. Appreciate you, Kelsey. Thanks for the super chat. Who said I wasn't married? How do you know what my status is? Hmm? 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 Huh? Nah, yeah, yeah, nah, doc. The background get them. They every week they come in here. I love it. I be wondering, like, are people trying to trick y'all? Do y'all think are you that stupid? Do you think people are trying to trick? I don't know. I don't know what the fascination is. Yeah, you need each other. We need each other. That's a out of all the conspiracies that you could entertain, who do you think gets off on you hating the opposite sex? Who do you think gets off on that? Who do you think benefits? Huh? Who do you think benefits? You know my status? What is it? Tell me. Talk to me. Talk to me. I see somebody I need to reel on in. Huh? Yeah, Haitian. Yeah. And you know who they are? They're all males. All males. This is what triggers. That's why they belong to me. Bitch ass niggas. Huh? The bands. Nah, I don't speak to bands. I speak to the men. The men's in the room. Ain't no man coming in here talking about no woman background. That's bitch ass nigga shit. But I like you. I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate you for being here. I do. I do. I take all of it. I take all that energy in. Because you checking for me. I ain't checking for you. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. We can take this any direction we want to go. Hmm? Hmm? You on my turf now. You're gonna have to play by my rules. Huh? Huh? This ain't the smoke you want. It get real dark over here. Remember, y'all scared of the dark. Huh? Huh? Y'all scared of women too. That's why you shaking in your boots. Oh, the women is out of control. The narcissists, they just, yeah, yeah. Got you shaking in your boots. Good. Mm. You gonna have to step your game up, and you're gonna have to get better because you're gonna have to learn. See, to be able to discern the right woman, you got to be able to discern the right man in you. Huh? Appreciate you eating millions. We ain't got no time to focus. That's why again, I got another one. You wait. I'm gonna switch it up every week. Yeah, yeah. That's right. I got something coming. We're gonna turn it up. I'm gonna get a castle next week. I'm gonna be in the castle next week. You just wait. Uh yeah, they wilding a little bit. Yeah, they wilding a little bit. Did we get to number three? Let's finish on number three. Number three. We started with number one. Number one, we're talking about why black women, black women in particular. Why you stay losing? Number one, you're unaware of your triggers, which means you're unaware of yourself, which means you have too much attention on the outside world. Huh? Yeah, they're on the road today. Yeah. Number two, you're too stubborn and or too stupid to question yourself and the voices around you. Because at any point you could say, "Well, I don't know if I agree with. Let me see what I think about this." Wait, uh. Mm. Number three, you're more interested in playing the blame game than getting better. You're more interested in pointing the finger than getting what you want, getting the life that you want. Huh? Huh? That's what keeps you losing. The blame game. So if you ever want to know, like you have to become very observant. You start to become more observant of yourself and then of your surroundings, right? Become more observant and just start paying attention to when people talk. Because sometimes it's easier to hear it in other people than it is yourself, right? When they start having conversations about money, about the economy, listen to how they talk. Whose fault is it? Do they default to somebody else? Is it the rich's fault? Is it the Republicans' fault? Huh? Is the government fault? Who fault is it? Oh, the billionaires is their fault. Is it women fault? It's men fault. Who is their daddy fault? Their mama fault? Like who fault is it? Hmm? That's how you know the type of person you're dealing with. I'm more interested in playing the blame game than getting to the thick of it, to get to the root of the matter. Ugh, ugh, stinks. The mine's on cleanup duty. If you new here, we block your bullshit. Well, there we go. Huh? And this is what's I would feel better if they were actual bots. But the fact that they're actual people, I know they're people who have nothing better to do. That's the thing. They think that we're the problem, but they're the ones with nothing better to do. We already know what's happening. Listen, speaking of women, right? Because maybe that's what drew you in the topic. Where's yours? Hmm? Why you up here right now? You should be getting some cheeks right now, huh? But instead you want to be disruptive. So we already know what that means. This conversations with people. I thought that was you, Karma. I thought that was you. What's up, friend? Yeah. We're talking about we're talking to the ladies who do want to be better. And I know ladies want to be better, and you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have gotten all of what you think you should have gotten growing up or whatever the case may be. At any point in time, you can sit with yourself and say, you know what, I want to start dialing in to the things that trigger me. I want to start asking myself questions. Why do I say this? Why do I agree with that? Is that really what I think about men? Do I really, when I hear things come out of my mouth, but first I got to be aware of it, right? Do I really think that's true? Do I really think all men ain't shit? Do I really believe that? Do I really, like, for real, for real? I know I'm saying it. I know I see examples of whatever, but do I really accept and believe that? And if you rocking with Rook the Great, you already know how we roll. How you gonna point fingers to anybody else? How you gonna take the onus from you? So then this ain't your reality. It's not your world then. I thought you said your mind was your reality. I thought you said it was whatever you say it is. You get whatever you want. I thought you said that, friend. I remember you said that. So you can't say that that's applicable when it comes to your career and money or when it comes to, I don't know, other personable things or other scenarios, but not when it comes to the things that really matter to you. And I know they matter to you because you talk about it all the time. Yeah. Can't hide. Can't hide. Hey, Tanisha. Yeah, you can't hide from that. I think is that wait, hold on. Okay, let me add you, Tanisha. Karma said, "I know small dick energy." Yep, yep. You can pin it. You can point it out every single time. Every single time. We have men in our group, okay? We have men on this channel. You never, ever, ever see the fellas, even when they come with questions, they don't behave like this. So that's enough to show you that it's riffraff. Why are you allowing the riffraff of the world to determine how you see the world? That's the question. Why you letting the bottom of the barrel determine your outlook on life? That's the question. That's the question. Why you doing that? Huh? Why you doing that? Just a question we all gotta ask. Am I willing? Am I willing to think good about the world up until the moment that somebody disappoints me? Am I willing to have a great outlook on life up until the moment that life disappoints me? Something hurts my feelings. I don't get something that I want or something doesn't go my way? Am I locked in up until that point? Am I solid up until that point? And then after that, I'm willing to throw it all away. And now I'm gonna take my ball and I'm gonna go home. I mean, you can. You can do whatever you want. That's the good news. You can do whatever you want. But if, right, if you serious about really getting in control of this thing, hmm, hey, if you're serious about really getting in control of this thing, you got to turn your attention from the world, from the same conversations, from the same people. What if they don't know no better? Huh? What if they don't know no better? What if the people who are advising you don't know any better? Am I a southerner? Yep. Yep. I guess you could call me that. Guess you could call me that, friend. Yeah. So, awareness. How do you heighten your awareness? What's the best way to heighten your awareness? Get uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable. Sit still. Sit with your thoughts. Meditate. Clean up your diet. Pull away from the world. Weed. Mm, I don't think weed heightens your awareness, right? Because the whole point of awareness, like when you think about what weed does, it kind of puts the ego to sleep a little bit, right? Puts you in a more relaxed state, slows the brainwave activity down a little bit, right? Makes you more receptive to whatever it is that you're doing or whatever. But it's not heightening your awareness. I shouldn't say that. Eh, I guess I'm gonna say no. I was trying to go back, like, well, possibly, maybe the awareness gain. Think about the lights. It's consciousness. Like I need to know what's brewing without me having to shut this mind down. I need to know. That's me paying attention. It heightens whatever's inside of you. Right. Right. It's control though. Right. Unless you just, I don't know, unless you're just smoking it every day, all day. I'm talking about when you get uncomfortable, right? As you're moving through life, you're doing different things. It's coming back to that trigger. What triggers you? It's what makes you feel uncomfortable. But weed helps you get more relaxed so that the things that make you feel uncomfortable don't bother you as much. This is why a lot of people need substances to get it in with another person. Because if you was really sober, it would be a no. So it's like, well, let me go and get the liquor in me, get the get the smoke in me, and then I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, call me, yeah, yeah, hit me up, like, yeah, no, no, I don't want to numb that part of me. That part of me is what I want to be aware of. I want to be aware of what stirs me, what makes me feel afraid. Like right now, my body is out of control. Like my right now, I'm feeling tension in my chest when this topic comes up. Like I'm feeling so uncertain. I feel like there is something after me. I feel like something is on me. Yo. Oh, diet is good for this. Okay, we got our next challenge coming up at the end of the month. All right, we just doing 7 days. That's the whole point. Turn your attention to yourself. What happens when you tell your body no? When you tell your mind no, what happens? It get very anxious. You almost be like a crackhead. Like I need the bread. I need the candy bar. I need it. That's what I'm talking about. Being aware of that. Let that come to the surface. Because the more you try to suppress it, repress it, reject it, deny it, that sucker grows, comes like a monster. It's a beast. That's all the devil is, by the way. What's being referred to as the devil? That part of you that's unrecognized. That part of you that's you're responding to without even knowing it. So, do you believe in using psychedelics? Be honest. Yeah, I don't have a problem with psychedelics. If you feel you here's the thing with doing how I view doing anything. Do you feel drawn to that? There go my girl. What's up, Alchemist? Wait, what happened to your or maybe it don't show up on this one. Okay. Thank you for my heart, my friend. When it comes to doing anything, the question to ask is, does it make sense for me? Are you doing it because it resonates with you? Are you doing it because you feel drawn to do it? Or are you doing it because you think you need it in order to get there? Wait, did my mic go out? Is my mic going out? This my light keep blinking. Can y'all hear me? I don't know what that means. I had a light on and then it went out. I'm assuming you can still hear me. You can? Okay. That's why I like to put my earpiece in. Um, okay, okay, cool. Thank you, Alchemist. Like they they don't know. I'm Rook the Great, nigga. What could I live other than large, nigga? Huh? You on my earth. Asking me, am I living large? You on my earth. I let you here. Huh? You better be, you're welcome. You're welcome. I let you exist, nigga. Anyway, I don't like chasing stuff. I think it's the one thing that has kept me from getting caught up in things and going beyond what made sense. Listen, I didn't chase. I was fascinated with a lot of things. I have read many stories of many different things, people trying many different things, but I didn't get caught up in chasing. I said, I'm going to know what to do when I need to do it, if there is something to do. So I myself have not experimented with a lot. I did mushrooms one time. I ain't noticed no difference. But I also know I got a high tolerance just with stuff in general. Right. I remember a friend of the family had gave us some I don't know what were they. I think it was like THC drops. I think that's what it was. And he was like very nervous. He was like, listen, only do a couple drops. Like, only do, like, this stuff is so strong. Please, guys, only do. And he wasn't supposed to be giving it out. I can't remember. He worked at some lab or something. I'm like, okay, bro. So I followed instructions initially. So I'm like, couple drops. Okay, I don't notice now. A couple more drops. I ended up taking a whole dropper full. And I mean, I felt a little more relaxed, but I didn't experience any of nothing from that. So, um, I got some other, it wasn't ayahuasca. What was it? It was some other psychedelic. I can't remember the name of it, but it was something I had to order. Like, it was a very extensive process. Like, you had to order it from somebody who had to order from somebody, from somebody, from somebody. Like, it was so many. Anyway, I didn't notice any difference. That doesn't mean that there aren't other psychedelics that would have done whatever or helped me get into another state, possibly. I haven't felt an urge to. If I do at any point, I will. I just haven't felt an urge to do anything. So, yeah, that's a to each his own type thing. The only people that I've seen to go crazy were people who I saw chasing stuff. For the most part, they were chasing. They was like, I just need to do this. Like, this is the sign that, you know what I'm saying? I'm really going deeper. I'm going deeper. And especially if they had a religious background. Like, oh, I started sawing seeing the little people were talking to me. And the trees came alive and the this and the that, and what does it mean? And it just kind of took them on a spiral or whatever. So I think you know what to do, when to do it. I wouldn't do anything that I didn't feel like I wanted to do, or if I didn't feel like I was ready to do. I wouldn't feel like I'm missing out on anything because somebody else is doing something else. Nope, nope, nope. So the trigger, that being more aware of manifesting is good for this. You got something that you really want to put on a list, like yo, I'm really trying to manifest either better health. I'm trying to reverse some illness, trying to manifest a new living situation, money, what else? What's the other big one? Love. Yeah. Yeah. See what comes up. Just say that this is what I'm doing now. Like, you know what? I've decided this is it. I'm leaving this life behind. I'm stepping into a new life. This is what it's going to be. I'm abundant. I don't have to work hard for money. Falls right in my lap. I get to do whatever I want to do. My body is absolutely in perfect health. I want the love of my life, whatever the case may be. And then see what comes up. Maybe nothing comes up. But just watch it. Are you comfortable with it? Do you start getting anxious? Do you start second guessing? Do you want to run online and say, well, maybe I'm not doing it right? Let me double check and see, well, okay, well, maybe I need to try that. Do you start watching the clock? Do you start looking at the calendar? Damn, it still ain't got here. I've been doing this for a certain amount of time. I've been doing this. I've been doing it. I know. I know. You have to watch. The whole point of this game is you uncovering you, is you learning you. All the stuff is just extra. Appreciate you, Rev. You see what I'm saying? What else is there? If I don't know myself, if I get all the things in the world, don't you know that's what that verse means? What profits a man to gain the whole world but lose his own soul? What does it profit you to get the prestige, the accolade? What is it? Accolades? Yeah. You get the money. Let's say you get the love of your life, right? Okay, cool, not a problem. You get all the things that you think this is the list. And then what? And then you still don't know who you are. You still don't know why you're losing your mind. You still don't know why you're depressed. You're still struggling with peace. Like, you got everything that you wanted. You surrounded yourself with the perfect environment, the perfect city, the perfect people. Everybody think you happy, but you suffering. I mean, I guess. I guess. If that's sufficient for you. That's sufficient for you, I guess. So why are people losing? Why are black women losing in particular? Because you won't turn your attention to yourself. You won't question your girlfriends and the stupid shit that they saying. Maybe they don't know what they talking about. Maybe they mean well, but maybe they don't know what they're talking about. Maybe they headed somewhere you're not. Mm. Maybe they're headed somewhere you're not. Maybe you got a greater and higher calling in your life. Doesn't mean better, worse, just means different. Maybe you hear for more. Because you can hear these words. They can't. Huh? What's up, Reagan? Afraid to speak out against the group? Exactly. You can find out how much people love you. When people say they are a girl's girl, test it out and see. I'm not saying be an asshole. Share how you really see things. Start to ask questions and see the response you get. See if people really are a girl's girl. You'll find out. Say, well, y'all I don't really think all men are terrible, bruh. Right? Like I don't think I have to take advantage of a man first before he get to me. Like I don't really think that's the best way to go about it. Let's see what type of response you get. If they're a girl's girl, then they're respected. Like, well, hey, cool. To each his own. If not, yeah, they're gonna start wondering who you listening to. Is that new guy you've been talking to? He getting in your head? Who you been following? Something ain't right with you. Something is off. You supposed to be over here man hating with us, okay? You supposed to be over here, you know, concluding that this is the best way to go about life. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You'll find out. You'll find out. If changing your life is important to you, you'll put everything on you. That's how I know. I always weed them out. I was like, okay, do you really want to change your life? You do? You want something different? Huh? Make every problem your problem. Huh? Just take all of it. I take ownership of all of it. Earlier, we were talking about the demons. We were talking about the dark side. How to embrace. First, acknowledge it, and then embrace it. Acknowledge it and embrace it. Welcome it, because it's all part of the human experience. So if I deny it, I deny myself, and I can't do that. So I get the right. I get the right to feel afraid. I get the right to feel uncertain about my future. I ain't say that I was going to identify as that now. I ain't say I was going to stay there. I ain't say I was going to lock into that as an identity. No, but I get the right to feel that. I know it's not the truth though. I get the right to be fearful with giving my heart to another person. I do get the right to be, I'm a little uneasy, right? I'm a little anxious about getting back out there. All that, I get the right to experience that. All that's genuine. But when I let that be my driver, though, now I run into a problem. Now I run into a problem. I can't do that. What was that Carl Jung quote I had earlier? He said, "Where your fear is, there is your task. There's your task. You got to face that." Anything that you continue to run from, oh man, you run because you think it has the power to hurt you. You run from the opposite sex because you think it has the power to hurt you. You run from love because you think it has the power to hurt you. That's a perception problem. It's not a love problem. Love ain't never hurt nobody. I wish people would stop lying on love. Love ain't never hurt nobody. No, no, your assumptions might have hurt you. Hmm. How you perceived other people's actions or lack thereof may have hurt you, but love ain't never hurt nobody. Nope, 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 nope. Mm-mm. So actively, why do we incorporate an active practice of putting your attention on what you want? Because I'm here to choose. My preference is on the good, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, just, lovely, pure, and of good report. What do? I think on those things. That's my preference. However, when I experience the opposite of that, I still don't run from it because I know it's not the truth. I validate it though. You got a right to be here. Huh? What's up, Dr. Money Magnet? Emilian said, expecting to own another person hurts you. That ain't love. Expecting to own another person, yeah, yeah. You'll know. You'll know when you want the tighter that you want to hold on to a thing. Because here's the thing. Let's just say you gave your best to a person. Let's say you loved them with everything you had. I mean, full throttle. I mean, you showed up in every way. I mean, you was loving, you was kind, you was considerate. And then one day they decide, I don't want to be here anymore. What do you lose from that? Huh? Talk to me. Talk to me now. What do you lose from that? Well, I gave them everything. Why? Why did you give it? Well, because I love them. Then what was the intention behind your love? Did you love with the intention to get? Or did you love because you had to love? I love because I must. I love because I must. My love is not contingent on you doing nothing. Sorry. It's not contingent on you saying anything, doing anything. I love you because I must love you. I would like to have you close to me. I would like to spend time with you. I like to spend my life with you. I would. However, however, if you decide that don't really work for you, you want to do something else, does that stop me from loving you? No, unless I've created some attachment and I now think that you're the source of the love. And I don't recognize that I was the source of the love and I couldn't lose it because I'm the one that gave it. I was a source of it. So what I gave, I didn't lose. So even if you leave, the love goes nowhere. Uh, uh, uh. Doc on my ass. I just did I tell the group that I just told the group I was like, I still owe Dr. Money Magnet the marionette. Okay, I promise. I want you to remind me every single time. I promise. I got you. It's good. It's good. I gotta do it. I gotta do it because it's worth it's some gems in there. But you see what I'm saying? Do you see how freeing that is? You have to contemplate on what I'm saying to you. You don't just listen and be like, okay, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. Because you might disagree. When it first hits your ears, your mind might be like, nigga, please. I don't know what you're talking about. No, no, it's gotta be reciprocity. Who told you that? What does that mean? When you tell me that another person has to love you first before you love them, then that is not love. You have to give. They got to give to me first, and then I'll give to them. They got to show up for me first. Once they prove themselves. So what you're saying is the outside determines. That's what I hear. No, that's what I hear. You're saying the outside. When the outside moves, then I'll make a move. When the outside show me what I wanted to see, then I'll know I'm good. Oh, so you judge by appearances. Oh, so it's not a mirror. Because ah, which one is it? I just want us to catch the contradictions. That's all I want us to do. Catch the contradictions. Catch it. Catch it. Which- no. Like, do you understand the task? To whom much is given, much is required. The more where you are, I'm sorry, you have a bigger responsibility. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. This is a conversation I had to tell myself. I'm sorry, Rook. Ain't no turning back. Nope, nope, nope. Eyes too wide open now. Nope. You cannot wait for nobody else to do nothing first. Nope. Nope. You have to lead. That's who leads. Whoever's most aware, that's who leads. And you lead by way of your awareness. What is your attention on? Are are you locked into who you are? Because see, if I'm dialed into me as I can never lose, that's my core identity. I could never lose. Okay. When I pour into others, I'm pouring into myself. So when I love them, I'm loving me. So I win either way. Oof, Lord have mercy. I win either way. I never lose anything. That's why it's more blessed to give than it is to receive. Because the receiving is one way. The giving I hit me twice. Boom, boom. You see? Got to be the driver, not the princess, passenger princess of your life. Exactly. And I mean, you got to come back to this because there's gonna be some times where you're gonna feel fed up. You can be like, I'm tired of carrying the mail, bruh. I'm tired of like, why I always got it. That's the mind at work, the mind fighting. No, no, they gonna show and prove to me. They gonna do and let your ego do whatever. When your ego needs something to chew on, give it something to chew on. I'm not against that in any way fighting the ego. It serves its purpose. If it wants something to chew on, then feed it. Just tell it, listen, these mofos, they gonna show up for me in a way that I want. He gonna give me what I want. She gonna give me what I want. He gonna love me the way I want. He ain't got no other choice. She gonna love me the way I want. She ain't got no other choice. Feed the ego whatever it wants. But stay knowing this is a game of me. I'm experiencing me. And by way of my assumptions, I assume the best. I assume that I always get what I want. I assume that I'm always loved, taken care of, I'm always prioritized. I'm assuming that I never lose. I could never lose. I'm also assuming I never get it wrong. I'm impeccable with my decision making. Always right. I'm always right. What did you tell yourself? What would you tell yourself other than you always right? Is you always wrong? Hmm? So I'm gonna make the decision. And I'm gonna choose that person, and I'm gonna feel good about it. And I'm gonna give it everything that I got because I just decided that that's how I want to live life. I want to give it all I got. I want to give it all I got. And so what? Even if it go belly up, it's still everything works in my favor. Why? Because that's what I say. I say everything must work in my favor. I tell myself I will no longer war with the world. Me as the painter, I will not complain about the painting that I see. I will love all of life, or I will love none of it. It's all or nothing. There's no middle. There's no middle. There's no middle. So the mornings that I don't feel my best, so what? I get the right to not feel my best. It don't change anything. Huh? Don't change anything. A million said sinners is better. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen sinners yet. Appreciate you, Brooke. Yeah, I haven't seen it. We'll talk about it. We'll watch it. I guess we're gonna have to watch it. I guess we'll have to watch it. Maybe we'll watch it together as a group. And then we'll slice it and dice it and see. Do you see the point that I'm making? If we had to keep it simple, tell yourself there's nothing greater than you. Can't no man be greater than you. Can't no woman be greater than this is your world. You have to sit with this, contemplate on you. That's what manifestation is. It's a contemplation of you. That's what manifest means, actually. Look it up. It means to contemplate. No, that's meditation, Rogue. That's wrong. You're getting them mixed up. Yeah, you're right. Meditation means contemplation. Okay, correction. To manifest, I just make it means to make clear. So if I make something clear, did I create it? Like did I actually go and gather the materials and build it? No, it tells me it already exists. I'm just making it clear. I'm putting it in my vision. I gave the example earlier. Like right now, we're here together. At some point, you check your bank account, right? You logged into your online account. Most of us have online accounts, whatever. If I was to ask you how much money is in there, you would recite how much you remember was in there, no? Did the money disappear because you're not looking at it? Is it no longer there? Is it no longer yours? Because you're not logged into it right now. You're not at the ATM right now. You're not into your app right now. Is it no longer yours because you don't see it? Still yours, right? So technically, you could tell yourself you have any amount there. You could say you have 50,000 there, 100,000, a million. You could say you have any amount there. Actually, you don't really know what's there. You know what you remember was there the last time you logged in. What I'm saying is that you don't see it at this exact moment, but it's still yours. It's still yours, no? Still in your name, still in your possession, but you don't see it. Okay, message. Message. Alchemist said, I always expect the best. Today I was on an elevator going up and it started to get louder and louder. I was like, yeah, ain't no way I'm getting stuck. As soon as I said it, it opened up to my floor. You see what I'm saying? Like the practical, like the day to day things. This is what I want people to dial in on. Like these are the things where you become more aware. Moments like that. Do I trip? If you driving in your car and a light come on, what do you tell yourself? Oh my God, I knew I should have got it serviced before I got on the road. Oh my God, I don't have no money for this right now. Lord, please, am I gonna get it? Lord, is that a knocking that I hear now? Oh, do I smell smoke? Like, do you spiral out of control? Or do you know I'm good either way? These lights don't determine whether my car is in good shape or not. It needs me for that. It needs me to decide. I got to panic. I got to now put my attention on the possibility that I might break down. And all I had to do was not do that. Nothing changed other than a light came on. And then I gave it meaning. I said, this means something must be wrong. And that's what we're doing in life. Mm. Starburst said, as the painter, why would you complain about what you paint? You see what I'm saying? Paint over or paint something new. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to paint about my own creation. So when God said it is good, when God said it is good, all right, in the beginning, let there be light, all right, created the whole earth. And at the end, he said it's good. That's you, by the way. That's your awareness saying it's good. Why is it good? Because you did it. How did you do it? Because you were aware of it. It's not good because you like it. That's not what it means. It's good because you were aware of it. You can't be mad at what you're aware of. You can't be aware of a ugly world and then be mad at it. You can't be aware that you're not smart and not beautiful and not talented and not successful and then be mad at it. It's perfect because it all comes from you. Creation is finished. If you don't like what you see, guess what? Put your attention on something else and then become aware of something else. You know what? I've decided I no longer want to experience this. We're talking about, we're on Noah and the ark in the group. Noah, God looks out into the earth and he sees that it is corrupt, right? The world is going evil. He's disgusted. He decided he's going to send a flood. Now, this is a real crazy story if you read it literally, because that was what you came up with. Just kill everybody. Like this is your creation, and you decided, yeah, I'm gonna just kill all these niggas. I ain't got no patience for it. We're just gonna kill them all. The kids too, because I'm pretty sure they were kids. Because there was some evil kids outside of Noah's sons and his wives. Like, dang, you just killed everybody. Like, just unless there's a deeper meaning. God is your own awareness. When you become aware of more, when you become aware that I can't live my mind, I'm driving myself crazy living like this. I thought I wanted to be with this person. I don't. I thought I could work at this job. I can't. I thought I could vibe with my family in this way. It don't work for me. I can't live like this. That's God becoming aware that the earth has come corrupt. The earth, your own mind. Huh? The conscious mind, them thoughts, them feelings, the circumstances. It's physical consciousness is what it's representing. So what did God say? Noah, yeah, he's my favorite. He's my favorite one. I'm gonna go to Noah and tell him build an ark. What does Noah represent? Noah means rest. It's the part of you that is still. It's the part of you that's aware, that knows. So he said, build an ark, because I'm gonna send a flood. It's the flood, the subconscious. It means the moment that you recognize you cannot live life the way you've been living it, baby, you better build an ark because the flood is coming. What is the flood? 40 days and 40 nights. It's this period of what seems like agonizing suffering. Your mind is driving you crazy. What am I going to do? If I leave this, I don't know. If I do I step out on my own? Do I leave this relationship? Oh my God, how am I going to be able to make it? Well, how's this going to work? Build the ark. And the ark, uh, the ark, the great ark. Yes, 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 yes. That's the center of the chest. That's what the ark means chest. It's the center point. It's the part that can't be penetrated by the rumbling of the storms in the water, the rumbling of the mind, the stress, the chaos, the worry. It's the part that you can always come to and you're going to be good through the storm. What I like about the story is that there was only one window on the ark. Guess where it was? Guess where it was? Guess where it was? Guess where it was, friend? At the top. What is it illustrating to us? In the midst of the storm, the moment you become aware that your earth has become evil and corrupted, right? And that you got to build an ark. You got to come into your center. You have to keep your attention on who you are, what is true for you. What it's illustrating to you is don't look out. Don't entertain the thoughts, the feelings, the circumstances. Don't entertain that. Don't put your attention on that. We know you're in a storm. We know it don't feel good. Look up. Keep your eye up. Keep your eye on the most high, on the highest ideal, on Neville Goddard calls it the end. Stay in the end, the truth of the thing. This is who I am now. I know I'm not cut off. I know this world belongs to me. I know there's something greater for me. I know I'm called to something more. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't even know where I begin. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know how I'm going to leave my old life behind, my old family, my old friends. Who I'm going to turn to? What does this look like? Keep your eye. You see? Yeah, it's a beautiful story, ain't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's you that sends a flood. Now, if you don't like that interpretation, then I guess you just can believe that God decided to kill people. If that makes you feel better, then okay. I guess whatever works. Just claim it and go about your day with courage, getting out of your comfort zone and making things happen. Yeah. Just affirming ain't enough. We have to act. It's the greatest act you can do is of mind. That's the greatest act. It's really being aware of of what you are attending in mind, right? It's not even about affirming in and of itself. The whole point of affirming is putting your attention on what you want, putting your attention on the ideal and thinking in your favor. That practice alone, the more you put your attention on what you want, the more you think in your favor, guess what becomes very apparent? What you don't want. Guess what you become aware of when you're not thinking in your favor? You stay so much there that when you're not there, it's easy for you to recognize. That's the point of the practice. It has nothing to do with you affirming and trying to get stuff. When you do it that way, you burn out. You get annoyed. You get pissed off. This is stupid. Shouldn't have to do all this. That's your fault because you're trying to effort it. That's not the point. That's not the point. It was literally about projecting your consciousness into something more favorable. That's the whole story. Every story, we can go story after story after story after story in the Bible, and it's all talking about your mind and your state of consciousness. Every character in the book is a state of mind. Name means nature. So it doesn't matter if it's Noah, it's Adam and Eve, if it's Samson and Delilah, if it's who the other David and Goliath, if it's Joseph, if it's Paul, if it's whoever the Jesus, state of mind, friend, state of consciousness. That's all the stories. Appreciate you, millions. Write your own version of the Bible already, but I wrote the Bible. I wrote that. I did write that. There's only one mind. There is one mind. We are expressions of that one mind. So whoever physically wrote that book, I am. It's the same as one. And that's why you can resonate with it. That's why it starts to connect. The more you stay center of you, life blossoms. The Rosicrucians, that's the whole idea. The rose on the cross, that's the whole idea. It's a blossoming that happens. Brooke said that interpretation deeply makes sense, don't it though? Yeah. And the more you go through all of it, right? So when he tells Noah, so I asked this question Wednesday, right? You don't find it strange? That's why it's important to read the actual details and not just the overall story that we've been told. When God is instructing Noah to get his sons, get his wives, okay, get the wives and put them on the ark, he says, I want you to get so good. I want you to get 2 of every kind of animal. He said, I also want you to get let me look it up right quick because I don't want to jack it up. I don't want to jack it up. I want to see the number. It's the number that I don't want to jack up. Because it makes a very good point when you start seeing, when you read in the Bible, you understand that numbers are, it's a key. You have to, numbers are symbols, they mean something. They're not just numbers in and of itself, right? Okay, was that verse 7? Which verse was that? He told them to get the animals. Okay, that's chapter 7, I think. Of every clean beast and every unclean beast. Now, if you clearing out all the unclean things on the earth, all the evil and all the wickedness, why would you instruct Noah to put unclean animals on the ark? Why wouldn't you just want the clean? Suspicious. Suspicious, ain't it? I'm trying to find the exact verse. I'm trying to find the exact verse. I think it's chapter 7. Don't you find that weird? I found it weird. I think it's Genesis 7. Let me pull it up. I found that weird. Why you need clean and unclean? What is being illustrated here through this? All right, let's see. Take with you 7 pairs. This is Genesis 7 and 2. Take with you 7 pairs of every kind of clean animal, a male and his mate, and 1 pair of every kind of unclean animal. What's being said here? You can't get away from duality. Not in the physical world, friend. So as awareness, right? Even in the ark, do you see it's in the ark? That's your awareness. You can't get mad when you notice the ugly. You can't get mad when you notice what you don't want or what you don't prefer. That's not a problem. It's what you say about the things that you don't want, that you don't like, that you don't prefer. It's just representing duality. And you think about the 7, the number 7, and I think about the 7 chakras and the 2 sides of each, right? Higher nature and lower nature. So there's always going to be a righteous perspective of a thing and a so-called unrighteous perspective of a thing. What does that mean? One, I'm looking at something from a limited perspective. That's going to be the unrighteous. That's what sin is. When I view something through the lens of limitation, lack, powerlessness, so on and so forth. It's the opposite side. You always gonna have the opposite side. You cannot get away from that, not in a physical experience. Now, when you like to play the game of awareness, you absolutely can rise above that because that's what unity is. I take the two and I become one with it. That's the divine marriage. That's the mystical marriage. That's the conscious, unconscious, or I'm sorry, conscious, subconscious, masculine, feminine, man, woman. I bring those together. That's how I make it one. What is that actually saying? The problem is not good and the problem is not bad. The problem is not the parts that you want or the parts that you don't want. You, as awareness, is how you become one with both of it. You recognize yourself as the observer of both, which means you get to choose. So I look at good and bad as one of the same. I look at what I want and what I don't want as one of the same. Yeah. Sometimes I think that's what Jesus meant by forgive them for they know not what they do. Sometimes people are just reflecting your old states. Yeah, because everything is available, right? Every scenario is available. So when I see something, this is how I like to look at things when it comes to stuff like that. So forgive means to have a change of mind. When you look up, go backwards and dive into the Hebrew definition of forgive, it means change of mind. That's all it means. That's how you forgive. You change your mind about what you're seeing. You change your perception. That thing that's been weighing on you heavy, whether it's something a person did, something a person didn't do, that's how you're perceiving it. You can change your mind about it. You can no longer see yourself as a victim. You can see them as you. So you no longer find fault in it, right? But when I'm seeing something that's not my preference, it just reminds me that I've already chosen my preference. That's how I see it. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. You're just a reminder that I've already chose the opposite of that. That's why I can see you. I see the opposite, which lets me know I see the opposite of what I prefer, which lets me know what I prefer I've already chosen, or else I wouldn't see it. Example. Mm, have you ever gone online and seen something that you like? You ever seen somebody making, a lot of money, or maybe they get engaged or married or they're happy or whatever? What do you feel about that when you see it? It should be a reflection. That's me. That's all it should be. It shouldn't be a reflection. Oh, that's not me. No, that's me. No, that's me. That's me. If you see an indication that your money is not looking the way you want it to look, right? What do you say about it? Damn, I'm broke. Oh, that's just confirmation that I got it. That's a reflection that I got it. I already got it. I'm aware. How in the world can I be aware of what I don't want? Right? And also not and at the same time not be aware of what I do want. It has to be available. That's just the way I see it. you have to decide if you can rock with that or not, right? Here's a simple way to put it. I'm never using anything against myself. And if it's a mirror, I know some people say it's a residue, like when you still seeing things you don't want, it's a residue of like, how do they frame it? It's something to like the old something is still passing away. I'm gonna tell you why I don't like that. I did sit with that to see if I could agree with it. Then I got to throw away the idea that everything is a mirror. So if it's a mirror, how's it old? I mean, I guess old from the perspective that it's what you're no longer choosing. Maybe that's what people mean. I think I can go with it that way, right? But I don't like the idea that I'm waiting on something to pass by. Maybe that's the part I can't rock with. I'm waiting for this to, yeah, I'm almost there. This is a sign that it's getting closer. This is a sign that these last little pieces are dissolving. Even if that was the truth, I don't like entertaining that thought. Alchemist said, I saw a lot of 111s and 555. I'm ready. Is it best to fully let go of the idea of a plan and simply flow and discern? You got to answer that. You got to answer that. You the only one that can answer that. I would ask myself that. Ask yourself that before you go to sleep. Is it best for me to just let go of this idea or flow and discern? Only you know that. I'm gonna do a video titled "Why You Should Stop Listening to Everybody, Including Me." And what I mean by that is make you the authority. Make you the authority. Only you know best. Now, if you're asking me my personal take, um, like how do I get down with stuff? Mm, do I let go of the idea of a plan? I do a little of both, honestly. Yeah, yeah. I do a little of both. So, because it's not an either or. I like to integrate. I'm not trying to like choose. I'm not trying to make me wrong in using my logical mind, using my reasoning mind. There's a time where I need to put some plans together. But I also what I have that's running at the core of me is listen, I always know that I'm making the right decision. I always know what to do, when to do. And I let that guide me. You see what I'm saying? I've been moving past the angry phase, forgiving, but I'm also using um wait, what does it say? Usury at myself that my old way of being allowed certain treatment. Okay. We talked about this today. Was that today we talked about this? Yeah, in Inner Circle we talked about this. Um, let it be. Let it be. I would allow everything to be right. I gave everybody assignment today. A hate assignment. It sounds a little contrary to what we be talking about, but just go with me for a moment, right? The assignment was to sit down with yourself. If there's something that you've been just back and forth with, tussling with, right? Trying to make yourself right about it, wrong about it, second guessing, questioning, should I do this? Should I not do this? So on and so forth, right? Have a session with yourself where you be honest. We could call it an honest session. Maybe that's better. Honest, a hateful and honest session. And what I mean by this is, why don't you just write down how you really feel? I hate this. I hate them. I hate what happened. I hate that I'm expected to get over it. I despise the fact that it's on me to fix this. Like whatever feels genuine to you, don't try to correct it. Don't try to make you wrong. Don't try to look at it in a better light. Not for this. You can come back to that. But for this, it's about 100% honesty with yourself. Because we do a lot of talking about other people being transparent. We want somebody who's transparent and somebody who's emotionally available. Are you that with yourself? And I would just literally, I just go. I let my pen move until it couldn't move no more. I hate it. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like that. I just get all of it out. Like get all of it out, right? And make yourself right in feeling that. You get the right to feel what you want. Then from there, decide what you want to do with it. You want to see it differently? You want to let it go? You want to, again, look at it in a different way? But as long as it feels like it's something you're trying to fix, why would you fix something unless you see a problem with it? Are you fighting with it? Why are you fighting something unless you feel like it's a threat? Unless it feels like it has some sort of power. So face it. That's how you free yourself. Just face. Like I hate the fact that my mother didn't show up this way. I hate the fact that my dad didn't blah blah blah. Like just face that like one final time. Let it be. Let it be right. Don't try to correct it in any way. And get real grimy with it. Like don't make it almost make you do it to the point where it makes you feel uncomfortable to write it. That's when you know you hit the sweet spot. Take the power out of it. Then from there, that's the moving past. I wouldn't try to move past an angry phase that I haven't validated. I'm gonna validate that anger. I have the right to be angry about this. I have the right to be pissed off about this. I get to be mad if I want to. I'm gonna validate it first. Then I'm gonna integrate it. Forgive yourself. We all felt that way sometime, like we should have busted a move earlier. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, delayed 3D. That's what it is. Yeah. That's what I think. I don't like the part of delayed anything because it's either a mirror or it's not. And when I go stand in the mirror right now, I see myself on the screen. It's not a delay. I put my hand up right now, it appears. There's no delay. So it's either I either have to change how I'm viewing this whole reflection thing, or I gotta come to another conclusion. I gotta see it differently. Appreciate you, Rev. I don't like the concept of birds before land either. Yeah, the birds before land, like the whole idea that you're looking for signs that confirm that you're there or that you're almost there, that is coming. Like, let's say, you're manifesting a certain amount of money and then you come online. Let's say you manifesting a random 50K. And then as soon as you come online, you see a story that somebody just randomly manifested 50K. And you're like, oh, that's my sign. Um, I think you can use anything to your benefit if it helps you. If it makes you feel good, right? And I do think it motivates some people, inspires some people, makes them feel good. I think where the wires get crossed is where people get really obsessed about it. And it's like I'm looking for a sign. I'm looking for a sign. I'm just waiting for my bird. Like, what did you do before you saw your birds before landing? And da da da. Like, I think that's where it get a little muddy. It's like, well, you actually don't have to get a bird before anything. You can just land. It's just here. It's just now. It's just an acknowledgement of now. Like, put your state of mind on it being done, it being finished. Hate assignment, yeah. Unfortunately, there's a lot of this in the SP fraction of manifesting. Yeah, the specific person. People tend to fully override the negative in order to get something. Yeah. The key, if I was like in this whole idea of like trying to manifest a specific person, this really with anything. Focus on yourself. I get obsessed with myself. I would get obsessed with this concept of me that I always get what I want. Like I always get what I want. Like the world belongs to me. That of course I'm loved. Of course I'm admired. Of course I'm the woman for the job. Of course there's no one greater than me. There's no one better than me. Like I would just get drunk on me. Yeah. It's like people have a this I don't know what this tension is with thinking highly of yourself. You want somebody else to see you in a great light, but you don't see yourself in a great light. Eh, eh. Like you won't choose you, but you want to be chosen. I don't know how that works. I hate to feel tension in my body, tight muscles, pain. That's why I love weed. It's helping me stretch and relax. Right? But you can also do that. Like you can start telling yourself, It's easy. It's easy for me to relax. I see the tension, I feel the tension, I acknowledge the tension, right? You can. You can, just an option, suggestion. There's a fine line between ignoring and forgiving, but also knowing who I am and what I am. What I am wouldn't allow or tolerate based on my self-concept. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know if the whole idea of ignoring, I go back and forth. It depends on how you define ignore. Most people, when they ignore something, they still keep it in mind. So I'm like, don't ignore it. Just put your attention on what you want. Put your attention on something else. When you ignore something, it's still in your mind. It's like being out in the public and somebody's on the phone. They're talking real loud. They got it on speakerphone, and you trying to ignore them. It's like it gets louder and louder and louder and louder. But if you put your attention solely on something else, let's just say you reading something, or you writing your notes, or I don't know, you looking at a product that you shopping for. What happens on its own? It's almost like they're not there. You go in your own world. So taking your attention off what you don't want is always going to be the sweet spot. Shout out to the greatest Miami Beach in the building. I used to be really bad at needing to have signs, not realizing that I was a sign. But guess what? That's still good. I'm gonna make myself right. Like if somebody's listening and let's just say they feel like they need signs, I don't care what stage I'm in, whatever I am I'm making it right. I'm making it right. Well, you shouldn't have to do all that. If you really was as good as you say you was, you wouldn't have to get up and meditate. You wouldn't have. That's you, nigga. You can't tell me I do whatever I want. And if I want to do it, if I like doing it, I'm doing it. So I'm gonna make me right in all this state. And I do come to those conclusions too. After the fact, I be like, nigga, I didn't have to do all that. I was working so hard. That's so funny. But at the time, I felt like I needed to. What does that say to me? The ego mind needed something to chew on. So I gave it something to chew on. That's honoring that part of my mind that wants to understand. And that made sense. I was able to understand that. So I acted on it. So what? E-millions coming in again. This is your sign. You're going to be rich and always lucky. Facts. I'm already rich, baby. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, he throwing the dollars on my head. What's up, Sharon? After the day I've had, I'm very grateful to catch another Friday night live with everyone. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Shout out to you. Sending you love and light. All the things that you like. Whatever you like, we're sending it to you. It's already done. You already got it anyway. What's your opinion on people's fascination with MJ and his ability to manifest? That's a good one. I have not read. Elle in the group has read the book. She said it was good. MJ was like that. Like he I don't think people really understand the impact. Like when he's compared to other artists, I don't really think like you would have to see some of the concerts in a way like they literally had people be falling out, like collapsing just at the sight of him. Just the energy that he commanded, like the energy that he was. Um, but I mean, he gave all the secrets, all the things that are coming up years after. Like he what did he do? He put his attention on what he wanted. He put his attention on what he wanted. Facts. Like he was dialed in. Out of all, some people miss the message because they want to argue about his dad or he want to. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings as part of the story. You don't get to take Joe Jackson out of the story. That's not sorry. You don't get to do that. See, that's the. I don't like that. I don't like that you want to take the parts out that you don't like. No, you don't get to take the dark part out. You don't get the glory just with the light. No, 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 no. No, it's the light and the dark. Now, yes, that led to other things. And, Mike was self conscious about certain things and this and that. And I got it. I'm with it. I understand. But you don't get that. You don't get that, Mike, without the Joe Jackson. That's part of the story there. I'm trying to find that thing I posted. Um, this was one of the notes that he made, right? He said, MJ, this is when he was ready to step out on his own. He wanted to move beyond the little boy in the Jackson 5 that everybody knew as Michael Jackson. And he really wanted to be his own icon, right? Worldwide. He said all of these things. Th- This is what I be wondering with people who say they want to be great. You scared. Like your self-talk is filtered. You don't even tell yourself that you got. Like you even scared to say you got. That's fine. I understand. But you won't tell yourself that you're great. You won't tell yourself that you the best thing that ever happened to this world. And what you want to run the world? You want to run your world, but you don't want to be the best in your world? I don't know how that works. I don't know how it works. He said, MJ will be my new name. No more Michael Jackson. I want a whole new character. Uh-oh. A whole new look. I should be a totally different person. People should never think of me as the kid who sang ABC, I Want You Back. I should be a new, incredible actor, singer, dancer that will shock the world. I will do no interviews. I will be magic. I will do, I will be a perfectionist, a researcher, a trainer, a master. See, that's that heavy. That's talking heavy right there. Are you talking to yourself like that? I will be better than every great actor wrote in one. No, I ain't gonna be one of the. He didn't say I'm gonna be one of the greats. I'm gonna be better than all of them put together. Woo! My kind of talking right here. I must have the most incredible training system to dig and dig and dig until I find I will study and look back on the whole world of entertainment and perfect it. Take it steps further from where the greatest left off. He he knew. Do you know? That's conviction. That's conviction, baby. Huh? That's conviction. Can't nobody stop me. This is me. What was the other one that he had? This was a poem. Um, it said he was trying to comfort himself. He wasn't feeling attractive. He was very self-conscious. He went through a period where his skin was really bad. So in this note, he said, I'm beautiful 4 times. I'm gorgeous. God is for me. Who can be against me? I'm beautiful. I'm a new person now. Beautiful, knowing the secrets and determined with fire to move mountains in all I do. Molding my own world. I'm beautiful. The old me is behind. I will march ahead anew. MJ. Listen, man. Either you is or you ain't. And I want to say this with all love. If doubt can stop you, it ain't meant for you. Straight up. Straight up. If it's too much to speak in your favor, don't even worry about it. If it's too much to think only in, like to think on, listen to what I be asking people to do or suggesting, right? Like I'm telling you to look at you in the highest light, to tell yourself that you're the greatest, that everything works for your good. Don't think against yourself no matter what. And that's a problem. Wow. 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 I'm gonna make it flow like Noah in the ark. Let's go. Let's go. That's how I feel about robotic affirming personally. Yeah, you'll know. You'll know what works, what doesn't work, what vibes with you, what doesn't vibe with you. Make yourself right in whatever you do. His book is I don't know, was it an autobiography? I don't know if he wrote it or I don't remember if somebody it was a biography. I don't remember. It's called I'll tell you what it's called. It was what was the name of it? Oh, it is an autobiography. Oh, Moonwalker. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know he wrote that. Yeah. So Moonwalker is the name of the book. I just saw the movie and fell in love. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I'll be willing to bet my left kidney he was reading Neville. Possibly. Possibly. Alchemist said MJ was focused. That's the key. Thank you. We can sum it up right there. We can sum it up right there. That takes us back to the title, right? It takes us back to the title. If you feel like you're losing, when you look out and you're like, why are women losing? Why are black women losing? Because inability to focus. Maybe that I don't even need three reasons. Maybe we just all sum it up with that inability to focus on what you want, on what you say is true, huh? On the essence of you, on your heart, your soul. Mm. I know he was into Deepak Chopra, really, and other spiritual concepts. He was high key robotic affirming. He was. Here's the thing about all the techniques. Let me say this: all the techniques online, all the methods. Some people are gonna spend the rest of their life online arguing about what's right or wrong. Some people gonna get in the mother game and they gonna suit up and they just gonna get to seeing what play is doing what, which one I like, how can I move and groove. All the speculation is just speculation. Okay. What I do know is what works for me is I know when I put my attention on something, I feed it and I stay there and I'll keep coming back to it. And I tell myself it ain't too much for me. See, that's a core assumption of mine. When I'm affirming, when we're in it, listen, we're about to start round 4 of the mindset, our 33-day mindset reset. What I call it, I done changed the name like 3 times. Mental reset. Okay. On Monday, right? Well, we lock in 33 days. We check in 3 times a day. In the morning, we have an audio check in, then we have a midday check in, we have a before bed check in, right? You know, one of my core check-ins, right, with myself, even though I don't post this all the time, I'm saying it to myself throughout the day. This shit is easy. It's easy to show up for me. Ain't nothing too much. I don't never get tired of speaking in my favor. I don't never get tired of talking to myself. I don't never get tired of hyping me up. I don't never get tired of being great. Huh? Ain't never too much work. I wash that. I wash my mind of that nonsense that it's too much work. So you can get caught up. Some people get caught up again, arguing. Oh, do I gotta do that? I don't gotta do that. And I've in the beginning, I've had criticisms about everything because I get annoyed when people try to act like it's only one way to do anything. So I've had my criticisms of things. However, at the end of the day, I don't care about none of that. Right? If I needed to, and I've done it. There have been times when my mind seemed to be spiraling out of control, and you doggone right, I robotic. I just kept hitting it. I kept hitting it, right? Because my mind needed something. It needed something to chew on. Even when I told it to chill, it wouldn't seem to chill. So all the other things that people could recommend didn't mean anything to me at that moment. In that moment, I was in a tussle with my mind, and I kept going. Listen, this is what it is. This is what it is. I don't care what you say. I ain't backing up off of it. I don't care what you say. This is what's true for me. You got to figure out what works for you. Is all I can say. Mm. What's up with you, Irvin? As a result, he was the greatest to ever do it. You see what I'm saying, Queen? This is where I have issues. It's like the spectators be talking about it don't take all that. Well, I mean, listen, I don't know. Do whatever you want to do, but mm, sometimes success leaves clues, and sometimes there's a power in getting out of your head. Stop asking so many doggone questions and just get to the thick of it. Just dial in. Boom. This is what it is. This is what I'm doing. This is what's true for me. If you would just leave the state of mind of questioning. And I know this sounds like, wait a minute, I thought this was part of this whole awakening game. You have to question. Yes, you do. And you also need to know when not to question. There's a time for all things. Got to know when to shut up. And just leave that state of mind and just enter into the knowing this is what's true for me. I don't care what it looks like. I am living. I woke up this morning living my dream. I'm in my dream right now. I get what I want when I want. Everything's working in my favor. I know I ain't got to work this hard for money. I know I don't have to work for peanuts. I know there's a better. I know I'm always taken care of. I know my body's always good. I know I'm always loved. I know people always show up for me in the way that I want, even when I'm witnessing them do the opposite. It's about training your mind. You have to train that sucker. Somebody clip that. MJ's conviction was his superpower. Facts. What is your superpower? That's what you need to figure out. He was beautiful already. Being so self-conscious led him to become ugly, talking about physical appearance. Yeah, and I don't know what that's like. Like, I don't know what it's like. I have no idea if I had been thrust in the public life as a child. Based on my background, I have no idea how I would have navigated. I don't know what that would look like. I'm not saying I would have done a bunch of stuff to myself physically. I just don't know. So I can't speak on it. I don't know what he wrestled with. I don't know. We saw what the character was. But beneath that, we only got little glimpse of certain things sometimes he would share or whatever. But nobody knows what that's like. Nobody knows when you in the midst of people who sucking at you. Like they just drink like everybody got vultures. You don't know who to trust. You don't know where to turn. Like you confide in one person, you wake up the next day, they done went to the tabloids. Like, I don't know what that's like. I don't. When you have a light, you can't hide it. I tried. Alchemist. Okay. All right. Let's talk. Let's listen. Ask me how I know. Shoot. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. I didn't want it. I didn't want it. I didn't want it. I didn't want it, y'all. And that's you fighting. I'm gonna just tell you that. I was like, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it, nigga. I'm tired. I've been carrying the mail. What they call it? What's the saying? Country say toting the mail. I've been toting the mail. I don't want to do it. Get somebody else to do it. Yeah. If doubt can stop you, just pack it up. Yeah. The same happened to many ladies who are self-conscious, end up wearing too much makeup or getting surgeries. Well, it happens to everybody. It's what fellas too. Fellas get into the gym. You ever seen the meatheads? They can't stop. Their whole identity is lifting weights. You see it with the fellas when it comes to making money. Their whole identity is success and money. Like they're nothing without that. They can't do. They have nothing. They're soulless. It's everybody. It just looks different, but it's everybody. Brooke said, "I get what I want in every room I walk in." Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you, Major. You in the game? I love it. Emilia said, "Shut up and listen to Rook." Let's go. Let's go. It's raining. It's raining in the chat. MJ didn't get to have a childhood, so he chased one until he was taken out. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I can learn from MJ though. See, I ain't been doing. See, there was a lot to keep up with. I've had more time to sit with myself. I've had more time to be introspective, right? I wasn't on the go. I wasn't performing. A lot of people, this, I've had more time, right? To do certain things. So I see, like, I like to look at the greats and see, like, where did it go left? Where did it go left? Now I have the understanding that the world is me, so I know they can't hold me. So I know they could do nothing to come against me. I know they could do nothing to threaten me. That's a different level. Like that's different. Now, if Mike had that, that opens up a whole different world for him as well. But it was good. It did what it needed to do. But you can't See, men lie, women lie, energy don't. Back to who said it? Brooke said it. Like the influence right now. What is this? 50 years later? He died what? When did he die? He's been dead for what? 15 years maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah. What's up with you, Kate Foster? Um, I'm always getting noticed and compliments at work, and I'm like, thanks. Can't even say nothing but thanks in an awkward way. Yeah. That's another good affirmation too, right? Like and look at affirmations as just a new story, right? Just a new story. Like, Rook, just say thank you. You would think like, well, that ain't nothing. Well, it depends if you ain't used to just saying thank you. If you haven't, or if you aren't used to receiving, it makes you a little uncomfortable to receive. It's like, okay, just say thank you, Heifer. Just say Heifer, Heifer. Shut up. Just say thank you. Yeah. He, he got off on a little tangent there. Yeah, he got a little wild with it. Someone told me I don't even look real and I'm iconic. And I was like, huh? But IG is reflecting something that I may not yet fully believe in. Just accept it. Don't even entertain the idea that you don't yet believe in it. Just say yes. Oh, this is showing me how I really believe about myself, how I really see myself. When you run into somebody who makes you feel special, loved, appreciated, just say to yourself, this is me meeting me. I'm showing me how much I appreciate me. I'm showing me how I really love me. I'm showing me how I really see me. I'm already there. I'm not trying to get into the full belief of it. I'm not even if it appears that way, I'm telling myself it already is. That's why it's before me. Because I wouldn't be able to see it otherwise. How can I encounter it? Yeah, because it's a mirror. Yeah, facts. He was shy, reserved. Now, the funny part about MJ is hearing his real voice. Like the fact that his voice wasn't soft. He had a deep voice. That cracks me up. Like he really just created a whole new character. That's so funny to me. I feel like that's what Prince had over him. Yep. Yep. Okay, 2009. Okay, so we're almost coming up on 20 years. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Just said, what's up, my friend? Love from Texas. Appreciate you. I think many of us have a hard time accepting compliments and praise, but it's you basically reflecting you. That's it. That's it. But guess where that comes from? How you see yourself. Do you think somebody that really sees them in their highest light has a problem accepting a compliment and praise? No. It's like, of course you think I'm amazing because I am. Of course you think I'm beautiful. Of course. Like, even that. Like I always would raise my eyebrow. You couldn't tell me like, "Oh, you beautiful." What? That sounds retarded, don't it? Like it was like skepticism, like what you want? Like like why you can't just accept a compliment? Why do you have to buy into the narrative that, oh, well, that's game? Why you can't just accept it? Why does it have to be game for you, even if that's somebody else's story? You see what I'm saying? And it could be game, right? But it don't mean the game can do it. Do you think somebody can run game on you and take you somewhere you don't want to be? Oh, then that's something you have to examine. Can somebody run game on you? I can know you running game and still not feel threatened by it. And I'll play along. And also know you still can't cross over here though. You can't do any more than I allow. That's what I would really, really dial into. I'm not at war with this world. This world is not a pose a threat to me. Nobody can trip me up. Nobody can finesse me. Nobody can get me to do something I don't really want to do. I'll just let that stir. I just let that stir. You never heard his voice? Yeah, go look it up. You got to go look it up. They had one where he was talking about. He was talking about some ladies or something. He was like, "Yeah, she got some nice titties," or something like that. It was so funny. Yeah, they try to make Mike out to be a freak, you know? First it was he must be gay, and then it was like he was messing with kids, and it was none of that. It was none of that. So again, I don't know what it's like to have everybody has these grand ideas of how they would handle things. You don't know what that's like. You can say, "Well, I just wouldn't worry about it. I would know it wasn't true, and I'd keep it moving." Would you? Because a lot of people have somebody comment on under their something on a post on social media, and it be something they don't like, and they spiral out of control just based on one comment. Just one comment from somebody they don't know. So it's easy. I'm not saying you would or wouldn't, but you never know. You never know. Appreciate you. That one video when he said the N word and everyone was shocked. Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that one. You know what it is when you realize that you've done or accepted something that reflects you don't actually believe what you've been affirming. Wait, you realize you've done or accepted something that reflects. I don't know if I get it. Yeah, I don't think I get it. When you realize you've done or accepted something that reflects you don't actually believe. Oh, that reflects something you don't actually believe. Oh, okay, 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 okay. I got it. Yeah, and then that's just a reminder. You are really becoming your day one. You becoming your greatest confidant, right? Where you just in this dialogue with yourself, right? You chitting and chatting, right? Like, yo, no, really? Nah. Oh, wow. That was interesting. Oh, you seem to be moved right there. You seem to be bothered right here. Because you said no one can run or, oh, run game or come up against you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You're like, "Oh my god, I'm hurt," and then end up with a dusty. But then what do you conclude? Let's say that happens. I like that. If that happens, what do you conclude? Let's say you've been in your bag about who you are, what you will accept, what you want to accept, and let's just say you encounter a scenario that appears to be opposing that, the opposite of that. What do you do? Do you tell yourself, "I'm not as good as I thought I was"? Do you tell yourself, "Damn, I guess I ain't really there yet. I'm still, you know, it's the residue, the old 3D, still weird, rearing his head." What do you tell yourself? Because you can't just tell yourself it don't mean shit. You just a confirmation that I'm clear on what I want, what I won't settle for. And me as God, I'm aware of everything. And if it's before me, it's got to be good and it's got to be right. But it still don't change anything. It still don't change who I am. It still don't change the facts. And when I said, can't nobody get to me except by coming through me, that's what I mean. When I say it, can't no dusties get to me. That's what I mean. And what you do is you're training yourself to be the only authority, not to let the physical be the authority. Too much AI, MJ videos. Oh yeah. Yeah. Alchemist says she avoid eye contact with the dusty. There was one on a bike. Oh, okay, no, I didn't see that one. Do shadow work and see the dusty side of yourself. um, maybe, maybe. I mean, you could be assuming. You could be assuming. You could be expecting to see dusties, right? I just have this like belief, this core assumption that I just don't I don't run into certain types of people. I just tell myself they can't get to me. I'm so far beyond, I'm out of reach. Like I'm almost invisible. Like I just that's why I like to stay. She said, "Ain't no dusty side of herself." My man Ken Billions in the building. The great. Y'all check out Ken Billions. Be dropping game. Game on game on game. Bars on bars. My OGs in here know. My OGs in here know. Yeah, yeah. So, yep, that's the famous Ken Billions. That's him. Yep, yep. That's Mister. You got to put something down before you pick something up, huh? 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 Got to put something down before you pick something up. That's what we talking about in mind. Focus, the ability to focus, the ability to turn your attention from the world, turn your attention from the voices. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What feels familiar, what feels like, nah, this is my thing. This would make sense to me, does it? You got to question. You got to question yourself. I think we could solve a lot of the issues and the problems, so called, if people would turn the questions that they got for other people and put it on themselves. Yeah, just put it on yourself. What am I doing? What am I not doing? Hmm? Am I available for me? That shit, it's real easy to point to other people. It's real easy to see. Huh? We need this live clip for the manifestation community. Some of these segments need to circulate. Yeah, I'm gonna get on my clipping game. I just have not made it a priority yet, but I shall. Turn your intentions inward to self. Elise, you better not be laughing at me, nigga. Shut up. You such a hater, bruh. Can't stand you. Anyway, so that was our good word for tonight. Did you catch the three? Our three reasons? We started off, I think Alchemist came through with how we can sum it up. You keep losing because you won't focus. You won't focus on what you want. Huh? You won't direct your attention on what you want. I know some people think they're good enough to mind the world and mind themselves. I don't know. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. Choose thee. Choose ye this day who you will serve. Which one's gonna be? So the losing that we seeing, what do we let's go back through the three. Yeah, focus on yourself, focus on what you want. Let's go back to the three. Number one, you unaware of your triggers. Why are women losing right now? Why are black women in particular losing right now? You unaware of your triggers, which means you unaware of yourself. Somebody else. Homegirl said, activate the Shanae in her. This the game the white girls running. All I got to do is activate your Shanae. Because you don't know your Shanae. I know her. I know how to get you out of pocket. I know how to get you out your nature. Oh, that means I know you better than you know yourself. Oh, that means I'm your master. Lord have mercy. That's a sin to let somebody else be your master. Homegirl said, all I got to do is activate your Shanae. And I can get you acting a fool. And once the man see you acting a fool, he never gonna choose you. Now, I don't really care about all of that type of jazz. I'm not even getting into the choosing or the not choosing. That's not the point of our discussion. The point of the discussion is you got to know yourself. And you got to get in the trenches with yourself and pay attention to the things that trigger you. So if you got triggered when that went viral, and you was like, I told y'all these white bitches out here. Like, if you got triggered, you need to ask yourself why. Why are you threatened by any woman at all? No matter what color she is, no matter what you must sit with yourself. How little do you think of yourself to think that another woman can be a threat to you? You have to check that. So you're losing because you're unaware of your triggers. You're unaware of your triggers because you're unaware of yourself. You're unaware of yourself because you never sit with you. You never pay attention to you. You never listen to you. It's hard to listen to you when your ear is turned to the world. Sometimes your girlfriends ain't got nothing good for you, unfortunately. They might mean well. I mean, brunch is cool, happy hour is cool, you know, but when is your hour? If you doing this, if you working day to day, you taking care of family business day to day, then you hanging, you in the you with the girls, you with the co-workers or whatever. When do you have you time? When do you hear from you, friend? That's a losing formula. Number two, you're either too stubborn or too stupid to question yourself. What am I doing? What are these decisions that I'm making and what are they based on? You might be too stubborn or too stupid to question the voices around you. Are they speaking from love? Are they speaking in pain? Is this pain advising me right now? Is this pain telling me about how terrible men are? Is this pain telling me that I need to now be a whore and be just like the men? Who is speaking to me? Why? I got the question. I'm just saying, I got the question. I need to know. I maybe gonna be a whore, at least do it on your own. Come to that conclusion on your own. Not because you're listening to other people who are hurt. This is the back and forth that we are witnessing. This dynamics of men and women. And everybody want each other. That's the stupid part about all of this. Men are mad at the women that they actually want. Women are mad at the men that they actually want. If only you hoes would be better. If you would act right, put some clothes on. Act like you got some sense. Don't take my money, bitch. And then I would like you. No, no, nigga. If you would get yourself together, get in shape, get some more money, be more respectful. Back and forth. Nobody turning the lens to self. Back and forth. And we come online and I get some homies that agree with me. And now we just stay there looping together, looping together, looping together. That's why you losing. I know you in here, fellas. Although we talking about the ladies, this applies to you. And then lastly, why you losing, ladies? You're more interested in pointing the finger than taking responsibility. You're more interested in playing the blame game. It's either the system, the white man, patriarchy, oppression, or the black man. I don't know. Do y'all even blame the white man though? It seems like you do more blaming of the black man than the white man. I don't know. Whatever. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. Yeah, thank you, Alchemist. There you go. There you go. That's the one, two, three. But the number one, unaware of triggers. How do you become more aware? You put your attention on yourself. You put your attention on yourself. Put your attention on yourself. Huh? Do you ask yourself, what am I thinking before I go to sleep? What am I taking into the sleep? What am I taking into my slumber? What am I taking into the dream world? What am I taking into my creative space before I close my eyes? Or are you just going nonstop, boom, fall asleep, wake up, and repeat over again? In the morning, do you check in with yourself? Where are my thoughts right now? What is my thought for the day? Do you even have a thought for the day? Do you? Do you have a thought for the day? What is it? Or does it depend on how you feel? Now, we already know how they go. If you depending on that, do you dictate the day? Do you tell yourself, it don't matter what happened, this is what's true for me? It's a practice, people. It's a practice. Alchemist said daily check-ins with self makes a difference. Listen, listen, listen. It's a must. How you not gonna check in with you? How you not gonna talk to you? How you not going to have like what's your self-talk? Would just tell me what you talked about today with yourself. Do you know? If you don't, it probably was some bullshit. Probably. Probably. Brooke said I can't be around women that are constantly talking about how much they hate men all the while wanting a relationship. It's insane. It's the same energy of people who talk about hating rich people, hating wealthy people, but then they want money. What? Eat the rich. What does it even mean? I don't even understand what you're saying. No, it's just money is the problem. But you working like a dog to get it every day. You can't even hear yourself. That's why I'm saying step one is unawareness. We can't even get to the other stuff because you're not even aware. You're not aware how you talk to yourself. You're not aware how you default to loser. If I hear you complain about a relationship, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm automatically thinking you're a loser. I don't care what you got going on. I'm like, Dad, you ain't even confident enough in yourself that you can get what you want. Lord have mercy, loser. You a victim. Damn. You a slave to the physical? Ugh. Ugh. You need to get offline right now. I want you to just get offline. Don't stay offline for the rest of the month. I need you to have some alone time with yourself. They're dusty women too. Absolutely. 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 That's why I said they all belong and deserve each other. The dusty men deserve the dusty women. I want them to just yeah, they deserve each other. And they end up screwing each other behind the scenes anyway. They just come online and just be mad at each other, talking crap, but they getting it in. And then ultimately end up having some kids and creating some little dusty babies. I just affirmed that I experienced the best version of people. There we go. There we go. Dusty Love, the movie. It's crazy how people become a victim to the same story. They start over with someone thinking they're getting away and recreate the story because they never look at self. Well, let's look at that for a minute. What's really happening? If you leave a poor situation, right? You decide the situation is not good for me. I want more for myself. I want better for myself. You take some time to yourself, right? You regroup and then you say, I'm ready to get back out there. And you find yourself running into what appears to be a very lovely person, someone you in tune with. It's like, this is it. But it don't last long. Before you know it, before you know it, she'll start going left. The internet has come up with some loser term called love bombing. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. You made it up. I don't want to hear it. You made it up. You made it up. You made it up. Because what people are calling love bombing, it's your own assumptions and expectations. That's why you got to turn your attention to yourself. You need to know what's looming. You got some demons that's looming. You don't even know that you expect for things to go wrong. You don't even know you expect for them. See, I knew it. I knew something was up. I knew this was too good to be true. See, you don't hear your inner conversations. You don't know that you are constantly expecting things to go left and not to be real and true. You have these stories that people are not genuine. They have an ulterior motive. You don't know that though. What is love bombing? It's this made up story about how you can't trust people who are immediately all into you. So you meet somebody and they are like head over heels about you and they do everything. They call you, they show up, and they're always present. And it's like they're over loving you. It's a trick because it's gonna all explode. They're not really into you like that. They don't really want you like that. It's all a ploy. That's some serious storytelling right now. Right there. That's very serious storytelling. Do you ever think that I would make that assumption about myself in my world, in my own reality? Somebody gonna love bomb me? You can't love bomb me, nigga. You got to get through me first. I don't allow that. I have to put that into my awareness that that's even a possibility. No, we moving beyond. See, God state, friend. Let's move beyond the human crap. as if you're at the mercy. That's what you're saying. I'm at the mercy of somebody else. That they I might meet somebody and really respond to what I think is them loving me, and then it goes wrong and I'm left holding the bag. No, no. Fix your trash thinking. Fix your trash assumptions. Get clear on your world. Who are you? What reality are you living in? Do you live in a reality where somebody can trip you up? Do you live in a reality? Well, look, I'm just saying, you got to be keep it real. How people are. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't play around with how what I entertain in mind. I just don't. Legit, watch my friend go through this situation. She has a fear of not being chosen, and legit, it played out perfectly every time. Every time. Every time. It's you. This what we do here. It's gonna always be you. No matter what scenario we talk about, it's gonna be you. If you don't like it being you, you gotta go somewhere else. You cannot pass the buck to anybody else. You cannot tell me that, oh yeah, Rook, yeah, I am God, yeah, I'm with it. I am all that is. I'm the creator of my reality. As I think, so I am. The world is a reflection of me. And then say somebody tripped me up. Yeah, they did me wrong. Nope. I mean, that might have happened, but nope, you don't get to be a victim because of it. Nope. What am I assuming is what you have to ask yourself. It becomes sometimes difficult to ask yourself this because you're not aware that that's where your mind is going. That's why you have to pay attention to the triggers. Here's a good example. Let's say you was really into somebody, right? Y'all been messaging back and forth every single day, like all throughout the day. But on one particular day, right? It was a Friday today. Well, they would normally message you at 12 o'clock when they went on their lunch break. They message you today. Where does your mind go in that instant? Do you think it's suspicious? Do you panic? Do you think something is up? Now, you might hesitate first and say, well, I'm going to reach out to them. So let's say you reach out to them and they don't respond. Where does your mind go? Do you immediately go into, here we go with the bullshit? Here we go. Okay. Now, how is it for the past 3 weeks? Every day when he go on lunch, every day she go on lunch, she sends me a text. Now, not only did she not message me, now I didn't message her or him and blah, blah, blah. They ain't responding. Where did your mind go, friend? It's a story. It's a story that starts to tell. It's a story that's playing. Okay? It's a story. And that's what you have to check because you don't know what's going on. But when you haven't trained your mind, you typically find your mind defaults to worst case scenario. Your mind defaults to thinking against you. So it goes to work. The mind will be like, so let's just say they happen to at 5 o'clock finally message you. You like, dang, you good? I ain't hear from you. You try not to panic, right? Nah, I'm good. I just got a lot going on. And they really short. Well, they would normally be very like detailed and engaged. I just got a lot going on. Where does your mind go? Do you tell yourself, here we go? I knew it. I knew it would only be a matter of time. He acting funny. She acting funny now. It's fine. It's whatever. I tell you what, I ain't even gonna bother them no more. Like you go into a whole new, you have hopped off the throne. So you still could just keep doing whatever it is that you do. Like, all right, well, you good, let me know. Nope. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's whatever. I'm chill. I'm back in my lane. It's a whole story of doo-doo that you put together, all based on your mind and your own assumptions. This is what people are doing all day, every day. All day, every day. Brooke said the actual scenario I'm in right now, oh, is this it? And this is the most secure I've ever felt. Usually I'd panic. There we go. There we go. You just remind yourself. First of all, I don't know what's going on. First of all, I don't know what's going on. I'm certainly not going to think worst case scenario. Okay. Why would anything be wrong? If I'm curious if something is wrong, I just ask the question. If they tell me nothing is wrong, then nothing is wrong. It's really simple, right? I have a list of shit I need to do. We'll talk when I walk, but I know who I am. Yeah, I'm having fun changing them stories up lately. You got to. You got to. This is legit how I lost my last SP. He was my exact type. I wasn't the woman I am now, and I couldn't handle it. Really? Well, you aware. You aware that you know what? I see the error in my ways. I see how I could have done and seen things differently. I got it now. So he served a purpose. I find myself subconsciously changing the way I recall things. I spin it in my favor. Facts. Facts. This is how you can change your past because there is no past. What is the past other than a mental image that you recall? That's all it is. So recall something new. Can you go to the past? What is the past? It's a mental picture. So if you don't like that mental picture, put another one there. Right? Yeah. 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 If something is wrong, it's not a reflection of me. But again, even the idea of wrong, like is wrong wrong, right? I know everything is good. I know everything work in my favor. I know there are no problems. I have no problems. I have no problems in my reality. No one has any problems with me. Everything is good. Even if it looks like I'm attending to a problem, that's where I'm still staying in mine. I'm just controlling what I'm aware of. That's all. I'm just keeping my attention on, well, I don't have to I don't have to be afraid of anything. I don't have to be afraid of even a problem, so called. I don't have to be afraid of confrontation, so called. It all of it is good. I still know. I'm just staying in the knowing. Everything is good. And let's just say, hey, the person spin out of control and they shut down and didn't want to talk. Let's just say that happened. Okay. What do I tell? I'm coming to this checkpoint with myself. What story am I telling right now? What story am I telling right now? Have I gone off the deep end? Am I creating something I don't want? Am I letting it be right? Am I letting it be? Emilio must have fallen asleep. Oh no, Emilio said, nope. Like somehow, if they didn't, because they broke their phone. It's so many scenarios that could have happened. They could have had a meeting that ran over. They could have gotten bad news. They had to leave and go pick their kid up, and they didn't have time because they was rushing to see what happened. Their battery could have gone dead. They could have had something at their job where everybody lost their signals in the building. But the mind says, "Not as bullshit. Now you just making up stuff. You trying to just not because the mind has this tendency sometimes to default to worst case scenario. Why does it have to be? It's just as likely that nothing is wrong as you think something is wrong. No, no, it could just be good. It can be good. And if you're not used to that, if you are used to really, 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 and I'm saying this from experience, right? Like, let's say your upbringing, you just used to be in intense situations, like survival. Like there's always high stress, high stress, high stress, high stress. When you start to embark on this way of living, you it bothers you to sit still. It bothers you not to panic. Like that feels uncomfortable. I like practicing this in yoga, right? Right at the end, you got to what they call corpse pose. So after we go through the practice, you just lay there in stillness. That was the hardest part of the entire practice. That sounds crazy. We was doing all sorts of stuff. Like it's 100 degrees, and we nonstop up and down. We'll do this, holding planks, doing blah blah blah. It was something about sitting in the stillness that agitated me to no end because it felt like I was doing nothing and my mind was used to doing something. So in the beginning, even when it's the instructions was just to lay there, I'd find a way to still grab my foot and be stretching. And it's like, why do you have a problem with just sitting still? Do you notice that? Just rest bothers you. I had to check it. I had to check it, but I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware. That practice brought that to my awareness. Like, oh, okay, got it. I've been trying to lean more into nothing is final. If something does appear to not be going your way, have faith in the creator, God, that's how the final, that's not the final image. When there's a million across space, it's a trusting of self. Yeah, red flag. Yeah, it's a trusting of self. I'm practicing trusting myself. That's a story I like to tell. I can trust myself. I know I can always trust myself. I know I'd never lead me wrong. I always know what to do, when to do. I know I always get it right. I can trust myself. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I can trust myself. I can trust myself. I'm good. I have nothing to, I know I have nothing to worry about. I know everything always works out for me. I know I always get what I need when I need it. Huh? Just a constant, it's like you're becoming your own parent. When you think about a child who is worried about a lot of things, they hear a noise. When it's storming outside, they come running. And you say, baby, it's okay. No, it's just a storm. You don't have to worry. Old folks used to tell us, God's doing his work. Don't worry, baby. You're safe. You don't have anything to worry about. Or they're in their room and they think they hear something or they have a bad dream. What do? You're safe. I'm here. It was just a dream. It was just a dream. It was just a dream. Message, it was just a dream. You don't have, it wasn't real. You decide what is real. That's all we're doing is training ourselves not to panic, training ourselves to trust ourselves. I like that. I was shown time and time again how God could give me exactly what I wanted, not a variation, in a way that was better than I could have expected, with more opportunity. And that's why sometimes you set something in motion, like this is what I'm seeing, and this is what I'm reaching for based on what I'm seeing, but I'm open. Like I'm open to being guided this way, that way, and not questioning, not worrying. Like, no, I said I was going to do it this way. But if I feel guided in another direction, I'll go with it. I trust that I'm always going to be in the right place at the right time. Yeah, God being you. Yes. Facts. Facts. I know I can always trust myself like stat. You see? Yeah. That is what is getting familiar with that. Man, it is the trouble with trying to judge it based on other people is don't ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody had the experiences you had. Ain't nobody seen the things you've seen. Ain't nobody heard the things, read the things. They ain't grow up knowing the same things. They just it's just different. It doesn't make any sense to compare yourself to anybody else. Don't nobody know what stirs you. Don't nobody know. There are some people that when it comes to money, it's like, duh. Okay, I'm abundant. Bet. They don't dispute it. There is nothing in them that tussles with that idea. It's like, so basically, I can just tell myself I got it and I got it. Bet. They run with it. There's others, not so much. The mind is back and forth. And I'm telling you, the more aware you are, the more questions you have. The more questions you have, is often the more uncertain you are. So your focus is split. People that can just easily accept one idea and concept about a certain thing, they see changes, it seems to be immediately. There is nothing in their awareness that's creating a gap. It's like, all right, bet. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, right. That's how I felt with even getting healthy, like reversing illness. I was just like, I already know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. How this works, I just know. All right, bet. The body can heal itself. I got it. Done. Other things, it's been a little tug of war. It's been a little storytelling. So you got to make what's for you for you. You'll know. You'll know. I'm keeping my awareness on me. Wait, what is happening in my chat? What is happening? What is happening? Is some foolishness happening. Is it even intuition or is it just declaring something? I like that. I like that. I think it's both. When I think of declaring something, I'm thinking of the conscious mind. I'm thinking of the masculine aspect. When I think of intuition, I'm thinking of the feminine aspect. I'm thinking of the subconscious. It's really a marriage of the two. So I don't think it's an either or. The serpent got a leash. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. 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 Bring the cage. Somebody somebody gather her. Somebody gather her. Alchemist said, I've been predicting a lot. I need to predict the lottery. The lottery's been coming up for me a lot. I told you guys, I told y'all that in Inner Circle. It wasn't really of it wasn't a point of interest per se. It just kind of came to me like, yeah, just a lottery winner. I could just win the lottery. That makes sense to me. Just came to me. I'm like, okay, I accept it. Cool. I won't even question it. I don't even question it. Like, all right, bet. This I got it. So I would strongly, always, highly recommend lean into what resonates. Something calls you, lean into it. Lean into that thing. Huh? Lean into it. You'll know money stuff, love stuff, health stuff. You struggling with your health and you get a strong calling that I do not have to live like this. That's your awareness, friend. You've become aware that more is possible. You've become aware that I don't have to live like this. You've become aware that I'm not stuck. You got to hold to that and run with it. That's your task. Shout out to all those people that won the Powerball the other week. Oh, did somebody win? I haven't been paying attention. I just kind of like I kind of been this past week. I haven't been paying attention. I was playing before then, but this past week I hadn't played. Reagan said the biggest hurdle is me feeling I have to work for it. Like there's always something to do. That's most of us. That's just the mind though. Because you can just start telling yourself, I know I don't have to work for it. I know that. I know I don't have to work for it. I know there's nothing to do. I can do anything. I don't have to stop doing, right? I do the things that make sense to me because every move that I make is the right one. So I don't have to stop. There are some people that tussle with, well, if this is really true, you shouldn't have to do nothing. Well, then if you feel led not to do nothing, then don't do nothing. But who said there's something wrong with doing something? When you get caught up in only the doing, you burn out. You get tired. You get frustrated. You might even get angry and pissed off. So the message there is don't make the doing your default. Don't make that the priority. Don't make that the top. Make the greatest work you do is in mind. And then everything that you do after that is whatever. I'm of the mind that whatever I touch turns to gold. I'm of the mind that it's mine. So I can do whatever I want or not do whatever I want. But I would reframe how I view the doing, right? Especially if I like doing it. If I like doing it, I'm just tell myself that, hey, it's good for me. It's never too much. It's never too much. It's never, especially if you find yourself like going into a place of pity. It's not too much. This is big. This is important for the ladies because we do a lot of things. I know everybody does do a lot of things. But I'm saying specifically for the ladies. Just getting into that state of mind that yo, as long as I feel myself, I stay full. Anything outside of that is not too much. It's not too much. But if I feel the moment that I feel like I'm doing too much work, I stop. I know I'm trying to force. I know I'm trying to effort. I just put it down. I'm like, nope, that's it. If it's reading and I'm trying to learn something to study, I'll pull away from it. If it's some sort of ritual, if it's oh, this is so exhausting, I just put a pause on it. It's always a person who doesn't care. Yep, yep, and we do find that. We do find that, and I think that's tied more to they don't have the inner tussle. The people that want it real bad are of the state of mind often that they don't have it, that they're in lack, right? The carefreeness is it's whatever, right? It's whatever. Yeah, people that play every day and are desperate. Yeah. Feeling like you have to work for it is tiring. That's a sign. That's a sign. Anything that I've done in my practices that felt like it was too much, I know I got tired because I was using the practice trying to get something. That's what makes you tired. If you're thinking in your mind, I got to do this to live this way, I got to do this to feel at peace, I got to do this to get the money to be happy, you're going to get burnt out and you're going to get sick of it. No, the practice is about me staying in tune with me. The practice is about me making me the priority. The practice is about making my default being at my center. Guess what comes from all of that? All the other stuff. That you ain't got to worry about that. The hard work. Like if I say, yo, get into a meditative practice, yo, like start meditating. If the mind says, all right, me meditating should get me what I want, me meditate. I've been meditating nonstop for 30 days and I still ain't won the lottery. I done manifested, meditated for 30 days nonstop, bro. Okay, morning and night. And I still, my specific person, I still ain't heard from them. That's because you're trying to force it. You're trying to force the external world to change. That's not what we saying. I don't have that's not what this channel is. I can't help you with that. I'm not telling you to meditate to get something. I'm saying meditate to become aware of who you are. And when you're aware of who you are, by default you get whatever you want. That's a bar. I prefer doing, then you got to do. You got to do what you prefer. You got to do what makes sense to you. Actually, yeah, Reagan said I like the doing too. Yeah, I definitely have to reframe that. Yeah, I'm similar, right? Now the inquisitive side of me likes to put things to the test, right? I like to be like, do I really got to do anything? But I like working on things. But guess what I've been telling myself as I've been working on things? I ain't got to work for money. That's what I've been telling myself. I keep working on things. I'm still doing the same thing. But I'm telling myself, I know I ain't got to work for money. I know I do not have to work for money. I know that. I know that. So don't stop doing what you like doing. I don't want anybody to try to make doing things like some ugly thing. No, no. We why do we even feel a desire to do certain things? We have a desire to act, to create, to take part in things. So that's a good thing. Law of assumption is better. Well, I mean, I think you should work it. Like, I don't know why you would be doing without you're doing it anyway. Everybody's using the law of assumption because everybody's assuming something about themselves. Everybody's assuming something about the things that they do. Some people assume the things that they doing don't work. Guess what? It don't work. Some people assume the things they do work. Some people assume that time has run out for them. Some people assume that they'll never be able to live comfortable, and they won't. So everybody assuming. Sharon said, let's see. Oh, this is what happened? April 29th, historic Powerball drawing produced 91 winning tickets. Really? Wow. Of at least 1 million, including 2 jackpot winning tickets that split 143 million prize. I get so excited when I hear about that. Like I genuinely, I take a pause and I try to get into the mind of that person. Like when they woke up and realized they won, I'm like, man, shout out to them. That got to be so cool. Like you literally go and check the numbers and you like, what? You look at it again and probably again and again. Like shout out to them. I don't know who they are, but shout out to them. Yeah, all the techniques work. Everything works. Anything that you believe will work works. Anything. Mm. Even Neville said it, you declare a thing night after night and it'll happen when it does. So yeah, it's done when it's but it's the when it does part. It even that, like even some of and I like Neville, but even some of Neville's stuff, um, I think puts people in the state of mind of waiting. And I don't particularly like that. And I know what he meant. I know it's just a matter of persisting, right? Keeping in mind what it is that you want, keeping in mind what is true for you. All of that makes perfect sense. But I don't like people that mix that with or come to the conclusion that that means that there's a waiting room, that there's a waiting process, because that's a state of mind. Waiting is a state of mind. It is. That don't mean that you won't do what appears to be waiting, but don't make your state of mind one of waiting. You see the difference? So let the physical do whatever. The days could appear to be passing by. We don't care. But don't stay in mind. I'm waiting on it. I'm putting in my time. I'm earning my keep. I'm trying. That's what kept me in certain things for a long time. Because I kept saying, I'm waiting my turn. I'm waiting my turn. I don't know who I was expecting to give me the turn, but I kept saying it. Don't pay them fools no mind. Huh? Yeah, don't even pay no mind. A lot of black women don't want to be submissive to their husbands. A lot of black men don't even know what submissive means. A lot of men don't even know what submissive means. So I can't even entertain that statement. Like, what does it mean? What does it mean? Define it. I don't like when people take scripture and try to take the parts that they like. So if you gonna Bible thump, then let's Bible thump. Okay. So if you live by the word, don't just pull one verse. No, live by the word. And I'm with it. I'm with it all the way. I have no problem with the submission word. But when you say things like that, I need to know what you mean. And we can go physical with it. We can go surface level with it. Let me tell you something right now. If we want to talk energy, okay? Let's just keep it a buck. You know what I like about a man? I'm gonna say what I like about a man. He gets what he wants. That's what a masculine energy is. It's the commanding energy. Huh? It's in all of us. The getting what I want. It commands. The feminine energy must bend to it. It must. So if you with women who you find won't bend to you, you must check your own energy, friend. See, it's a self game. Everybody, see, if you have the problem, then the onus is on you. Whoever has the problem, whoever is saying this is how I'm seeing it, I'm aware that this is a problem, then the onus is on you. So if you have a problem with women, the onus is on you. If it's the woman that's having a problem with the man, the onus is on the woman. It's in your hands. You should be able to get what you want. Everything's a reflection of you. So if you encounter women who fail to submit, ask yourself where you fail to submit, because she's a reflection of that, friend. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I love black women and want y'all to win. Listen, we already win women. We are already winning, right? It depends on what your perspective. Where is your attention on? Somebody is always winning, somebody's always losing. It depends on what you dialed in. Where you dialed in at. This is for the ladies. If you pointing out all of what men ain't and what they ain't doing, there are always men who getting it. Always men who are handling business. Always men who are great fathers. Okay? Always men who are great leaders. Always. We never run out of that. What is your attention on? Your attention is on the losers? That's a you problem. Huh? Your attention's on the ones who not? That's a you problem, friend. That's a you problem, friend. That's something you gotta check. No, you're not gonna come and spew that nonsense and make that everybody else's problem. We're not gonna do that. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. God said the husband rules over the wife. I have no problem with that. Who is God? Who is the husband? Who is the wife? That's all I want you to answer. And if you can't accurately answer that, then what are you talking about? Irrelevant. Irrelevant. And what's so funny about that statement is you're not even living that. You think it's talking about you want to take these things and use it to hold it against other people when you're supposed to apply it to yourself. There's a husband in you. Oops. There's a wife in you. You should ask, what is it really saying? Some people don't need to rule. How the hell do so many people want to rule over another person and they can't rule over themselves? How you don't have no self-control? Huh? How you have no self-control, but you want to rule over somebody else? Let me see what your eating habits like. Are you in shape? Huh? What your belly look like? Are you handling business? Are you financially disciplined? What does that look like? What your habits look like? What's your self-development look like? What your spiritual practice look like? I need to see you ruling over that. Talking about ruling over somebody else. I found the only people that want to control other people are people who can't control themselves. Yeah. I can't read Neville too much because of how he says certain things. Yeah, Neville is one of those where you really got to dive into his stuff, right? And pull it all together. It's not one of those where you can just read like one book or listen to one of his lectures or like you really got to dive all the way in to kind of connect all the dot. Like when I got his books, I just ordered the big collections where it's like 10 books in one and just went through the whole thing where I could just get, and you could tell different stages of his life. You can tell at different points where his perspective shifted when it came to certain things. A lot of Neville put people in a state of suffering because they don't see results. No, people put themselves in a state of suffering. Let's make that clear. Neville ain't done nothing to trick nobody. Neville ain't done nothing to confuse nobody, but people confuse themselves. Because here's the thing, if you came across some information that was confusing to you, why didn't you put it down? Why you gonna keep reading it? Why you gonna follow something that don't make sense to you? And let's just say, well, no, Rook, I thought it made sense to me until I attempted to do what I thought he was saying, but then I didn't see any results. Okay, wonderful. What did you learn about yourself? Like the onus is never on nobody else. It's like saying, well, yeah, in the Bible has just misled people and caused this or that. No, that's what people did. People did that. And I think YouTube space got a lot of people that have talked about Neville ain't even read his stuff. Like, how the hell is you up here telling somebody about somebody's work and you ain't even a student of their work? You taking bits and pieces. Even the idea of affirming. It's like, no, when Neville said you shouldn't affirm. When did he say that? He didn't say that. He didn't say that. They don't see results because they don't do nothing to get them. That's not why they don't see results. Because that's suggesting that you got to do something to get results. Why that we can't conclude that. Because if that was true, we just had the lottery winners. What did the lottery winners do? You might say, well, look, they did something because they went and bought a lottery ticket. You don't know that. Some people win the lottery, somebody else bought the ticket. So that means they didn't do nothing. So I can't go with you got to do something. I can't. I'm not saying nothing wrong with doing something, but I can't conclude that doing something is required because it's not. There are people who have gone to retreats, meditative retreats. They were dealing with tumors, some sort of illness. They leave the retreat, go back to the doctor, and it's gone. What did they do? Now you might say, well, no, Rook, they went to the retreat. Okay, I'll go with that. What about the ones that didn't? They just started an intentional meditative practice. Well, Rook, they're still doing something. Okay, fine. So we can go back and forth, right? We just go, we just bang back and forth. But I don't think nobody has to do anything. There's nothing wrong with doing anything, but they don't have to do anything. And the examples, the many examples, even that Neville have, I mean, he has all his little stories that he told of people just thinking in their favor and things shifting from thinking in their favor. Thinking in their favor. Like, I'm not approved for this loan. Everybody I went to has turned me down. I can't get the house. I literally just start thinking that I already got the house. I started envisioning of me signing the papers, or I envisioned me moving into the house. And then randomly, I get a call back and say they took a second look at the papers. I'm just saying, many possibilities are available. We have a way of being on this planet where the 3D defines the identity. The 3D defines the identity. I don't know what that means. I think we can make the 3D define our identity. I don't know if it, like, not in a way that it's acting on its own. This is why Black women are the least married of all races. Why do you care? Why do you care? If you're not interested in Black women, why do you care? If you're not vested, then you shouldn't care. Shouldn't matter. Like see, I pay attention again. We started this discussion talking about people's triggers. I pay attention to what triggers people. When you're really bothered by something, if you don't care about it, why are you bothered by it? You just say, well, that's silly. It's like saying you don't care about white people, right? You don't care about white people, but every time you come online, you talk about all the things that white people are doing. If you don't care about what they're doing, why are you talking about it? If you don't find any use for them, why are you talking about it? Just go and get the type of woman that you like, that you find useful, that you find valuable, that you want to be with and live a great life. I believe men should be able to marry multiple women. They can in certain areas, but good, you know, whatever. I don't know. A lot of men can't even afford one woman, So how did what the hell is they gonna do with multiple women? A lot of them health is terrible. Penis can't hardly sustain one woman. What you gonna do with multiple women? Let's get practical with this thing. This whole idea of it sounds good. How you gonna maintain it? Yeah, no, 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 no. Man needs to check himself. That's what man must do. Marriage is prison. Marriage isn't prison. That's like saying life is prison. Nothing is prison unless you make it prison. Nothing is prison. Sharon said, "Let me go revise me and mom was one of them 91 $1 million winners." I like that. Keep us posted. I like that. All women should be entitled to 3 husbands. I don't want no 3 husbands. I'll tell you, like that type of talk. And all these people that I've seen, every time we see one of these little, what is it called? What is it called? Polygamy. And little couples, they all look terrible. They look like they dirty. They look like they stink. They look like they pitiful and don't like something wrong with them. Like again, I'm not even going to entertain that comment. White men like me absolutely love black women. I would love to marry every black woman on earth. Well, a lot of sisters ain't going for no 3 wives. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That is not gonna fly. 2, 3, no, no. Some of us crazy. 7? What? What you gonna do with 7 women? Yeah, it's exhausting. Here's the thing when it comes to like multiple people that I don't understand. How is it that in every other arena we say our energy is very important, getting intentional, pouring into, right? Right, dialing in, putting our focus on this ideal thing, this one thing, not being scattered. How is that applicable in every other arena in life, but not in the most important? What is in your personal romantic relationship? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know how you can be scattered like that. Unless, you just having a good time and you just want to feed your flesh. And you want to pretend like y'all, like, no, it's, what I'm saying? That's what they used to do in the ancient times. It was about building. What you building? Tell me what you're building. Tell me what you're building and tell me how all those pieces come together. People struggle with dealing with themselves when they're in an intimate relationship because it's a mirror and it exposes so much. But you want multiple people? Yeah, it sounds like a game of running to me. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like everybody feels like they're trapped. So what we're gonna say is, I want to be a rebel. See, the only person that wants to be a rebel is somebody who don't feel free. So I got to go against the grain. I'm going to argue that monogamy is not normal. It's not natural, yada, yada, yada. Because I got to prove that this is a system and this is one way of thinking, and I got to go against that way of thinking. I guess. I guess. You'll know if you'll know. You'll know if you can get down like that. Wait, what happened? I'm just catching. I'm catching up. What happened? She said, "Clip that." What did I say? Uh, I just started reading Neville. I manifested my SP in 3 weeks. See, just whatever. Everything is good, friend. Everything is good. The point of even the techniques that Neville is suggesting is for you to get familiar with yourself. If I could just scream that from the mountaintops. It's less about getting the things. And I know you want to get the things. Everybody want to get the things. I'm not against getting the things. But it's about more than that. Doing nothing is boring. Well, you got to do something to you, because you don't like sitting still. You don't like sitting with yourself. I literally could just sit all day and do nothing. Literally. Like I could literally go outside when it's a nice day and I could just sit out there all day and do nothing. I that's not boring to me. Okay, Earthly, I don't know what happened. Appreciate you for stopping by. Uh, we both got a meal. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm autistic and everyone treats me terribly. Why are you telling yourself you're autistic? Somebody told you that. Why you let somebody else define you? That's man definition. Did God tell you that you was autistic? So I feel a similar way of trying to feel like Abdullah, not letting discrimination into his reality. I would turn my attention to myself. What do I say about me? What do I say about me? Before that word came into the human language, if it didn't exist in human language, what would I be called? Nothing. I wouldn't have a label. It's a label. I don't have to subscribe to it. And let's just say you got things, right? You got to see people. You got to, I don't know. I don't know to the extent things go. And people do refer to you that way for in a professional setting, just based on maybe in a medical setting. I don't know. You still don't have to identify as that. You can always know. Can nobody control how you think about yourself? You can still tell yourself, I'm great. I'm perfect. All right. I'm a genius. I can identify. If you telling me a man can wake up one day and say he a woman, okay, you can't tell yourself you're a genius. I'm a daggone genius. I am a genius. I am the smartest, most intelligent person who has ever lived. I can tell myself whatever I want. And I stay there with it. And I start to bring my attention to it. And I start to really sit with the idea of my perfection, not what somebody else is telling me is wrong with me, because don't nobody know every aspect of me. Can't nobody see. I don't care how many tests anybody does. Can't nobody see the essence, the heart of me. So I'm gonna just practice staying there, and I'm gonna write notes to myself, right? And sometimes I'm gonna feel good about writing it, and sometimes I'm gonna feel sorry for myself that I'm frustrated and I'm tired, but I'm gonna let that be okay too. And I'm gonna still come back to the knowing that I am all that is, that I am perfection. If I came from perfection, I got to be perfection, got to be. And that's why I'm gonna keep my attention. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How do I come up with what stats? What I say? I don't forgot. Can smell those couples through the phone. Oh, I'm late. Okay, okay, okay. We was talking about yeah. So that leads me to a question. Dating while manifesting an SP. I think because you make the rules, you absolutely can, but it's debated heavily. Do what you want. Do what you want. If you feel like you're doing something wrong, then don't do it. Then don't do it. You'll know. You'll know what makes sense to you, what doesn't make sense to you. I don't feel the need to prove nonstop points to myself. I know I can do whatever I want, right? But I don't have a desire to date multiple people at the same time. I just don't have a desire. I don't have a point. I have nothing to prove to myself. Well, like, well, if he really was God, you would see it ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay, but I don't want to. I don't have an interest in that. It doesn't speak to me at all. I don't like to conduct myself that way. I'm not interested. Whatever. You got to decide. You make, like you said, you make the rules. I would do what feels right for me, what's true to me, not necessarily trying to prove no point to either myself or anybody else. I ain't building nothing but ham sandwiches and problems. Selfish women think men should have one wife. I'm again. I want to know what you can do with one. Show me what you can do with one before you ask for another. Yeah. And more importantly, I want to see what you can do with yourself. Because if you can't conduct yourself, if you can't control yourself, if you can't guide yourself, if you can't lead yourself, I'm not interested in nothing else you talk about. Somebody block Elise. Listen, some of this. Listen, don't be acting up in front of company, okay? Yeah, yeah. They call me LV. It's short for law violator. Okay, I'm with it. I'm with it. I enjoy just saying I'm lucky and then letting reality reflect what I want to be true and doing nothing. I like that too. I like that too. Techniques are like training wheels. Depends. Depends. I think it could be. I don't think it's an either or. I think it's like and like everything is good. Whatever you like, whatever your preference is. There are benefits of being autistic, like detail oriented, authentic, thinking outside the box. Albert Einstein, Nikola, Tesla, all the people who invented things were believed to be on a spectrum. Yeah, I would again, if I'm going to associate with something, you better bet your ass I'm going to make it great. I'm going to find all the ways that it's going to be beneficial to me. If I can't make it beneficial to me, I'm not associating with it at all. Nope, nope. Because you know what I'm gonna say? Says who? When you tell me what I am, I'm gonna say says who? You're not gonna tell me what I got. How the hell can you tell me you made that up? You don't even know what that is. You observe certain behavior activity in a group of humans and you put a name to it. I don't have to subscribe to that. I don't have to agree with that. I could, but I don't have to. You see what I'm saying, Sharon? I don't see it as a disease. I'm proud to be autistic. Okay, I just don't like being treated badly. Okay, then decide. Decide, tell the story that I'm never treated different. Okay, I'm always respected. I'm always seen in my highest light. When people step to me, they come correct. Start shaping your world. Start giving your world guidelines. For my reality, this is how it goes. Before you see anything on the outside change, just start giving. It's waiting. Life says, tell me what you want to see. Tell me what's true. You got to give it some instructions. Authenticity, yes, is key. Yes. Yes. I had a man tell me he would have to raise his vibration to be with me. And I was like, yeah, I'm glad you know that. Because he doesn't conduct himself literally is drinking every night. See? You see how your energy will eliminate people on its own? Just on its own. People gonna know. Ain't nobody gonna step to me with no foolishness. You already know. When you step before me, you come in correct, baby. I like that. I like it. Alchemist, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for shifting it. I'm on the spectrum of greatness. Huh? Huh? You're not tell me about no damn spectrum. The spectrum of God. Huh? I'm on the spectrum of perfection. I'm on a spectrum of all that is. All that is. You sound like you've been married before or seen a lot. I have. I have. Definitely seen a lot, friend. Definitely seen a lot. Yeah, yeah. And you change your perspective sometimes, right? I have every reason to be an angry woman. I choose not to. I have every reason to be bitter. And knowing what I know now, I could be so cold with it. Oh my God. Like if I really want to get into my villain era, in my villain, oh my God. Woo! I could do it and I could do it really good. I just don't feel a need to. You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel a need to. But I have stories just like everybody has story. I've had experiences. I've had things that have happened, right? From childhood on up. I've had things that hurt. I have things that I ran away from. I had things that I didn't even know was there that started to come to the surface and put me on my back. I just decided. I just decided. I'm here for the truth and nothing else. I'm here for the truth and nothing else. So I'm gonna take what's offered and I'm gonna use it. And I'm not gonna allow this world to change me. I'm not gonna allow this world to dictate who I'm gonna be, how I'm gonna see things. I'm gonna run this. I've always wanted to know how this world really works. Like, what is it? How does it work though? Like, what is it? What's the secret? Oh, the secret is me. Got it. Got it. I think my mic did go out. Okay. Had to switch mics. Yeah, I could tell stories. I could blow up. I could blow up an account of just being an angry woman. I could reel all the angry women in. I'm about to start a women's channel separate from this. But it's not gonna be that though. It's not gonna be that. Because it don't help nobody. What do we get from that? It's enough stories of pain. It's enough stories of somebody hurt you. It's enough stories of it's enough. God knows it's enough. No, I'm gonna show you that no matter what you've been through, it don't matter what has happened. It doesn't matter how pitiful you feel. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you don't think you don't know. You can be whatever you want. You can tap in. You can decide. You can make changes. You can be the woman you want to be. You can live the life you want to live no matter what. No matter what. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. We so up right now. Facts. 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 Oh, who was it? No, I don't know who y'all talk about. Somebody got blocked. Okay. If you got blocked, then you deserve to get blocked. I'm still trying to find. I was trying to give y'all a good quote before we closed it out, but I think it's in my other notebook. It's all good. It's all good. We always I got one for you. I got one for you. This would be a great closer. The Sargadatta Maha. Let me see if I say his name right. Maharaj. 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 I think I'm saying it right. I'm closing out early. My phone about to go dead. What do you mean early? We've been up here since 9 o'clock. Niggas use late. You know what he said? Liberation is the courage to believe you are free already and to then act on it. What if there ain't nothing else to do, friend? You ever thought about that? What if there ain't nothing else to do? What if you already free? What if there ain't no blocks? What if you got to just have courage enough to just accept you already there? You already perfect. You already God. You already the essence. You already all that is. You already love. You already abundance. You already health. You already wellness. You already strength. What if that's it? That's all you got to do is just accept that. Boom, boom, and then act on that. That's liberation, man. That's how you liberate yourself. That's how you become your own savior. About to be 7 a.m. there. You're gonna need some sleep, friend. Huh? My next stream, next live stream, next Friday. Mine too. That 10% looking at me like, yeah, I think we're on about, I'm at 11. I'm at 11. So you cat got another verse for us. 1 Timothy 3:2. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach. I like it. I like it. You got to get more in the bag though. If you want to bring the verses, you gotta get more in the bag. You're gonna have to learn. You know a good book you can start with? The Hidden Mystery of the Bible by Jack Addington. I think it's many goods. There are many goods. That's just the one that comes to mind. The Hidden Mystery of the Bible. You cannot read ancient texts from thousands of years ago and you don't even know how they wrote it. You don't even know what the words mean. You don't even know what they're referring to. It's insanity. It's insanity. It's like the world ending today, right? All of the terminology we use online, somebody finds it in a book and then they just run with it. They don't want to know, well, what do they mean by this? That phrase, like, even in the black community, is like, yo, what's up, killer? Does that mean literally what's up, killer, the person who kills someone or has killed someone? No, I got to find out what the words mean. I got to get context. So you can't take scripture from thousands of years ago and you don't know the context and what they're in the way in which they're using the words. No, you're just going to end up crazy and alone is what you're going to end up. Or you'll find a lady who ain't got good sense that you can take advantage of because they're out there too. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not into thy own understanding. Love that verse. Who is the Lord, though? What does Lord mean? Ruler. Who is the ruler? Your own mind. Huh? What's the heart? The subconscious mind. Mm? Yeah. So if I lean not into thy own understanding, it's saying that aspect of mind that perceives the world through limitation, lean not on that. That ego mind, the filter, lean not on that. I like it. I like the verses. Appreciate it. That was Proverbs 3 and 5. Y'all, people need to charge a phone. I was on 100% when we started, ma'am. Okay. What do you mean? I did charge my phone. I don't think it has anything to do with being grateful for who you are now. That's not possible, but being grateful for who you are becoming. What does grateful mean? Let's start there. Gratitude is just an acknowledgement. I'm acknowledging what is. That's it. That's why people call it a secret. They say it's the secret to success. And they think it's you just spewing off and telling yourself, oh, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my money. I'm grateful for my home. What are you really doing? You're acknowledging all that you are, all that you have, which means you're in a state of mind of abundance. What do you find in a state of mind of abundance? More abundance. That's why they call it the key to success, gratitude. Just acknowledgement. Just recognize all that you are, all that you already have. Recognize that you are not missing anything, that you lack nothing. That's it. Holy Spirit, come through with the cleanse. Oh, that's one of my favorites. I like that one. And I love that one. Matthew 7:21. Not everyone that says unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. I like that one. How do you do the will of the Father? What is heaven? So many questions. So many questions. How do you enter heaven? Heaven is a state of mind. We're talking consciousness. That's how you can enter heaven and enter hell. You don't have to actually physically die to go either, unless you think it's somewhere floating in the sky. And if you do, well, I don't know what to tell you. Do you do the will of the Father? Huh? Do you see yourself in the highest light? Do you not second guess? Do you feel powerful and certain? Powerful and certain? Do you feel that you are all that is without any limitation? That's how you do the will of the Father. When you don't entertain any perspective that's less than of yourself. Yeah, but I like that one. I like that verse. What's my opinion on the church? Um, it's a useful trap. It can be a useful trap. It can serve a purpose, but unfortunately, it ends up acting as a trap for most people, so they never find their way out. It is a gateway to you, to yourself, like a little pit stop. I'm not even gonna ask what Elise is talking about right now. I'm not. Women can't preach. They can't. Oh, good thing I ain't a woman. I'm God. Have I seen the Michael Jackson movie yet? I have not. I have not. I've kind of. I ain't been to the movies in a long time. I probably should take myself. uh, wait, what happened? Okay, anyway. What am I talking about? None. None. We're finished. The doors of the church have closed. So we'll finish our conversation here. This was a little God talk here. We're talking about being exceptional, living your full potential, getting what you want, when you want, how you want. Yeah. Yeah. Not falling victim to the world, to voices around you. Hmm? Being aware of your own triggers, not pointing the finger at others. Matter of fact, becoming aware that the moments when you do point your finger at others, letting that be a trigger to turn your attention to yourself. Yeah, all the good things. All the good things. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. What did I do? I clicked something there. Let me go grab my Bible. You want a Bible verse? Duel. I ain't even whip out nothing. I just let them have it. I didn't even come with my verses. It's just like, okay. All I know is if I'm the heathen, you're here listening to me. So what does that make you? Welcome to the dark side, nigga. Welcome to the dark side is all I can say. Yeah. How did you find yourself here? Yes, Emilio, you are right. It is 7% on the dot. On the dot. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, that was our closing out. Liberation. You want to liberate yourself? All you got to do is have the courage to recognize that you're already free and to freaking act on it. Are you gonna get what you want? That's what I really want to ask you. I'm gonna leave you with that. For the ladies, for the women, are you gonna go out like the women around you? Are you gonna be sick like them? Are you gonna get the same diseases they're gonna get? Huh? All they don't rename PCOS. I saw it, but I don't remember what it was. They got all sorts of things in store for you. All sorts of things that are available. Are you gonna live like them? Are you gonna be miserable like them? That's where that sickness comes from. Hating yourself. And hating yourself comes from hating men. Yeah. Yeah. The church wasn't meant for change. The real purpose changed when it started being for profit. Yeah, well, like I said, it has served a purpose. And it has served a purpose for some of us. It's still serving a purpose for some people. I think appreciate you, E-Millions. This is my closing out. You're the best. I appreciate you. Um, we got too many perspectives on the planet to not have something for everybody. And that's something for everybody. And it's for somebody. How long will it be able to sustain itself? I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see how it goes. Yeah, yeah. If you can stay there, stay there. Everything is available for you to do and to be as long as you can do it and be it. At the moment that you can't, then you're gonna have to go beyond that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I wrote the great, my friends. Yeah, I wrote the great, the best who ever did it, the best who will ever do it. You understand what I'm saying? The baddest mofo you never met. I'm the sun and the moon, the light and the dark. The God and the Satan, the Father and the Son, the mother and the daughter. It's just who I am. I get what I want when I want, how I want. I never bow to sucker shit. You understand me? I rule this world and everything in it. I make it all bow to me. I will accept nothing less than that. You understand? It could be nobody but me. Who else could it be? I'm the most riveting, captivating, mesmerizing. I make them feel something. I make them pause, right? I do something to those minds. I stimulate thought, activate minds, stir souls, awaken hearts. It's just what I do. Who else could it be other than me? Yeah, that's who I am. Who are you? I'm scaring you. I do that too. I do that too. It's my pleasure to awaken the demons in you. I bring them to the surface, baby. And I plead, I do a pleading to you to take those demons, slaughter them, resurrect them, and then put them on your payroll. Okay? Yeah, that's my good word for tonight, my friends. I appreciate you hanging out with me. All right, y'all.